When is a game not just a game? When that game is being played for the 100th time. For the 95th season, two teams have clashed every year, sometimes more than once. In Louisiana, only two other rivalries outdate this one. Since 1931, the Ruston Bearcats and the Neville Tigers have battled it out annually on the gridiron. Depression, war, pandemic, hurricanes. Nothing has been able to stop this inevitable annual collision. The series record? Tigers 51, Bearcats 45, ties 3. And 2 state championships with an even split. With a total of 31 championship appearances and 21 state titles between the two, this game has never meant any less than it does tonight.
The Ruston Bearcats and the Neville Tigers, two Titans out of District 3 Quad A in Northeast Louisiana.
And the Ruston Bearcats win the Quad A state championship.
Left, and there's Charlie Brown, about to claim his 3rd title as head coach at Neville High.
And Neville has defeated Ruston by a score of 24-8.
Throws it down the middle. He's got a man. That's A.J. Allen. He's got it at the 15. Breaks the tackle. 10, 5. Touchdown, Tigers!
Where does history and tradition collide with future and ambition? Right in front of your eyes in Bill Ruple Stadium. When is a game not just a game? When it's Neville versus Ruston. Are you ready?
Tigers, are you ready?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a historic night here at Bill Ruple Stadium as the Tigers and the Bearcats tangle for the 100th time in their storied histories. Game started right here at Bill Ruple Stadium in 1931. It ended in a 0-0 tie. How will the 100th meeting end up? We will see in a couple of hours. I'm Stewart Shelby, be bringing you tonight's play-by-play. Be joined by Robert Lane and Jason Ewing throughout tonight's broadcast. I'd like to thank Will Anders for that opening video. And as we enter here in the Jim Taylor Auto Group pregame show, as usual, we talk to a couple of the Neville coaching staff on Wednesday nights at Melvin's Restaurant every Wednesday night. And we had Coach Steven Insminger, the quarterback's coach, as well as Neville head football coach Mike Collins. We're going to toss it to those interviews right now. Got a good one. We're glad you've tuned in here on the Neville Tiger Network and Sunday 98.3. Enjoy these interviews, and we'll be back with more pregame when they get done. All right, welcome back as we've reached the third segment here on Tiger Talk. We're still live at Melvin's Restaurant here in Monroe, Louisiana, right there on Oliver Road. It's just been a Monroe staple for years and years and years. Tonight's third quarter is brought to you by our good friends over there at Warrior Media, Jeff Guerrero and his crew with the new programming over there. We've got, 103 Rock, Sunday 98.3, where you can listen to all of the Neville broadcasts, or you're listening to Sunday 98.3 right now if you're in your car, as well as the Soul of the City, Magic 106.1, and a lot more to come. So follow them on all your social media channels. Well, we're always glad to welcome in our next guest, quarterback's coach, Steven Insminger Jr. Man, it's good to see you again.
It's good to be
over here. We were talking over the breaks, your second year at Neville, and, you know, we've got a lot of coaches. This rivalry goes back a long way, and you got the unique perspective as you have coached it at Ruston, and then from after a little brief hiatus, you come back to North Louisiana, and you've been here at Neville. So you've seen this rivalry recently from both sides of the fence. So maybe talk about your thoughts on the rivalry over the years.
Yeah, my very first game was at Ruston was at Neville's first game of the year. And that was the A.J. Allen last play of the game, fourth down and
ran
long,
the wrong route, but he scored.
Scored, and it was an incredible game. It was an incredible game, and then the next 2 years at Ruston, We had won that game, and then last year's big game. So it's always a close game. It's always a big rivalry. My uncle Bill Johnson, he's always, he's a big Neville guy.
Yeah.
So when I was at Ruston, he wasn't too happy about that, but he's happy. He's happy that I'm here now, and so am I.
Well, we definitely are too, and year two and developing some of these quarterbacks. You got a good one in Parker Robinson, and he's shown it this year, maybe overcoming a little bit more adversity than he did last year. He's battling some injuries. Talk about maybe his progression from last year to this year.
He's put on some weight. He's understanding the game better. He's really tough. He's a tough kid. He's mentally tough. It's hard to keep him out of the game. Especially it's hard to explain to him at times going into a game to where we need him for the whole season, and he gets down on himself because he had to sit out that one half of the game against Calvary, and that killed him. Because he's a warrior. He wants to play, every game, no matter what the injury is. But he's a kid that he is injured, but he goes to treatment 3 times a day, and he takes care of it because he knows how important he is to this team. And he's always calling. He's always coming over, and we're going over practice film and game film, and he's really understanding. The game itself, and he's becoming a leader, becoming a little bit more vocal at times, because last year he was brand new to the team and everything, but he does a great job with with those younger quarterbacks as well, and that it's a great room.
Hey, let's talk about some of those younger quarterbacks. You've got Matthew Williams, C.J. Goins, who's a newcomer, a freshman. Right there, but I mean, you had one of your quarterbacks move to cornerback in Smith, but you got Matt and CJ. Talk about those two guys and their progression. I mean, because they've had to see action, significant action in a couple of these games.
Those two kids they compete. They make each other better. They ask a lot of questions, and like I said, Parker's a big part of that. He helps them out a lot, and there's things at times that were things that Parker doesn't see. CJ or Matt will come up to me and say, "Hey, this happened," and they're understanding the offense and learning it day by day, and getting really good at it. And so that helps a lot because of, like I tell them before every game, be another pair of eyes out there, for me and Parker. And so they're coming along well, and they do a lot of things well. They're very different. Matt's throwing the ball a lot better than he was last year. Uses legs well, and he just goes out there and competes. And CJ, they try to put you could put him anywhere in the field. You can put him anywhere in the field. Defense is not stealing CJ. Just
you're putting that out there.
He's staying with me. So I have all 3 of those guys over at my house every Thursday, and I feed them. And when it gets late, I got to kick them out. And so, but I enjoy that group. I enjoy that room. They compete against each other. They talk. It's a really good room to have. It reminds me a lot of the rooms that I had over there at Ruston, and just being able to make those kids understand, hey, we're competing against each other, but we're on the same team, and so they've done a great job of that.
Let's go back to Parker for just a little bit. I mean, sophomore year, you talking about your first year at Neville, his first year coming in, and then he moving on from year 1 to year 2. Were there things that you wanted to work on with him, or wanted to maybe point out to maybe, I guess not reinforce, but start to progress his, mindset as a quarterback?
I tell them at practice, and they're not allowed to hit them at practice, and so I tell them, hey, don't get out of the pocket, stay in the pocket. Try to understand that, hey, at practice, if you get that pressure, stay in the pocket and get comfortable in the chaos, and that will help him just stay in there. And I always mention to him, I always tell him, go watch Joe Burrow. He sits in the pocket maybe too long at times.
The pros.
maybe too long at times. And but he's always composed. He's always composed in the pocket, but he always knows where his eyes got to be, before the play starts. Parker's a smart kid. In this offense, I put a lot on him. I put a lot on him to be able to see what everybody's doing, to be able to make checks, be able to, change things at the line. And, he's done a great job of that. And to him, he's never satisfied with what he's doing. He always wants to learn more. He always wants to know why, which is great as a quarterback, because you can never learn, you can never learn so much. And so he really wants to build his game day in and day out and just get better year after year. And so I work with him on that. He has a long release because he has a really high release, which is great because a lot of times quarterbacks, their elbow drops. And so when their elbow drops, they push it. Down. Yep. Easily batted down. Or when the elbow drops, it pushes and doesn't come out the trigger finger as well. And so he does that. And at times, we work on in the offseason and now just being able to work the different arm angles and work his feet. I can tell at times if he gets wide, his elbow's going to drop and it's going to come out wrong, or it's going to sail on him, or it's going to dive. And so he's working on that, and he's getting better at it and trying to just quicken up his release a little bit more, just on different throws, and just being able to not stay on the deep ball long enough or too long, and just get down to his second progression, third progression to his check down. So he's doing a good job of that, and we're going to continue to make progress.
Well, you talk about the second, third, as he goes through his progressions. Talk about some of those options that he's had. I mean, you've got Zaylen Young has obviously been a standout performer for you, but a couple of new faces there in Bird and a couple of freshmen. Maybe the relationship between the quarterbacks and those receivers and how that's been progressing this year.
Yeah, they've been great, and they're only getting better. It's new, and so we always say, right now we're trying to get better every week, and you want to peak at the right moment. And like you said, it doesn't matter what your record is going into, the playoffs. As long as you make the playoffs, it's anybody's game. And so with those guys, they're getting better every week. They still make mistakes, but as long as they're willing to go out there and learn from those mistakes, they're getting better. And like Jesse Bird in the beginning, talking about blocking as a receiver. I was telling when those college coaches come looking around, you can go watch NFL receivers, like those receivers block. They don't just catch, they block. And so he's taking a point within himself to get better at that. Zealand's been doing a great job. He, strong kid, and you can move him around. You can move him around like you can do a lot of different things with him. And then, you got like Sledge that's got a lot of speed. He was out for the last couple weeks or so, but, he's getting better every week. And so that room makes each other better, and we're able to move those guys around. And you got a young freshman like Reaper that's always learning. And he texted me late last night, and I'm like, you probably should be sleeping right now.
Yeah.
But
it is fall.
He's always asking questions. He always wants to learn. He wants to ask questions. And then guys like Dan Evans and some of those JV freshman receivers, like they understand where that they can fit in this offense. And it only makes us better to have more weapons to be able to move those guys around, to be able to learn every position. Like I tell them, if you can learn every position, then you're valuable. And so being able to do that and throw and catch the ball with them and get them the ball, and with our backs being able to have like J-Rob and Blackston and them, it's huge. And be able to just go through your progression and go from high to low and then get back down and check down. And our running backs have been doing a really good job lately of, knowing who they're picking up in the blitz. And if the backers don't come, they're getting out and checking it down. And so being able to get them the ball in space is huge. So we got a lot of weapons, and, slowly throughout the year, and we're able to, figure that out with them and get better each and every week.
Well, and it seems to be working, the formula. And you talk about it. Every coach that comes on here, and you're no different, but are we better this week than we were last week? What have we worked on? What are we bringing in there? And it definitely shows on the field. And we appreciate all the hard work that you bring to the table here at Neville. So good luck this Friday night with these Ruston Bearcats. Glad you're on our side.
Looking forward
this
to
year. All right, Stephen Insminger Jr., everybody. As when we come back, we'll get Coach Collins. He's got a unique perspective on this rivalry. We'll talk to him about that, as well as a couple of things we got in store for you this Friday night at Bill Ruple Stadium. You ain't going to want to miss it. Stay with us. We'll be back right after these messages.
All right, welcome back here to the Jim Taylor Auto Group pregame show. Bill Ruple Stadium, Ruston, Neville. We're going to have more here. 2-minute break. See you then.
At Origin Bank, we understand the importance of community. That's why we're committed to the Northeast Louisiana Food Bank, providing meals to 25,000 of our neighbors across 12 parishes. Through their efforts, they provide about 6 million meals a year to those facing hunger in our area. Visit foodbanknela.org to learn more, sign up to volunteer, or donate to support their mission. Thanks so much to the Nela Food Bank for your community efforts and for partnering with us at Origin Bank.
Hi, I'm Christian Creed with Creed & Creed. Whether it's on the field or in the courtroom, you deserve a team that won't back down. So if you've been injured in an accident, make the right call to your local legal team at Creed & Creed and let us help you win today. Let's go Tigers, and remember, home field advantage matters. Call Creed & Creed today. Proudly serving our great community for over 30 years. We are your local injury attorneys.
Everyone deserves a beautiful smile, and at Caples & Robinson Orthodontics, we're here to help you achieve just that. Dr. Caples and Dr. Robinson have over 50 years of combined education and experience and use advanced modern technology to provide high-quality care for all of our patients. We prioritize outstanding customer service and work hard to make every patient feel comfortable and confident in their treatment. Whether you're a child, a teenager, or an adult, we've got you covered. So why wait? Call us today to schedule your appointment and start your journey towards a beautiful, confident smile with Caples & Robinson Orthodontics.
At St. Francis Health, we're focused on serving you with a dedication to excellence, innovation, clinical expertise, and respect for who you are as a person. As we turn our attention to the future, our commitment to Northeast Louisiana is at the center of how we move St. Francis forward. Our highly skilled team has one thing in mind: excellence in healthcare. It is our honor and our mission to serve you and this community. St. Francis, official healthcare partner of the Neville Tigers.
All right, he's good. He's going to come as soon as the Tigers run out.
Hey, I heard you.
You heard me?
Yeah. Who's?
All right, welcome back, everybody. As we are here in the Jim Taylor Auto Group pregame show. So, as we welcome Robert Lane to the broadcast, Roberts, you were a part of 4 of these contests, and the stands are filling up on both sides here. Anytime Neville and Ruston get together, it's special. It's even more special when they're in the same district, as they were for years and years and years. When Neville goes down to 4A, that was a hiatus, but it was like the first game of the season. We're playing Ruston, and we kept the thing going. Started in 1931. It's 2025. The 100th meeting, the record. Neville's got 51 wins. Ruston has 45 wins. There's been 3 ties. One of those ties was the first ever meeting. It was 0-0. They've played against each other in 2 state championships, and they've split. Combined, 21 state championships. Neville's with 12. Ruston has 9. But this version of this rivalry is a fight to stay atop that 2-5A district right here. Neville with a big win over Pineville last week, 56-6. Ruston had Ouachita come to their place, and they ended up with a 21-14 win. We've watched both of those games. What stands out to you about this year's version of those Ruston Bearcats?
Yeah, I would just say consistency. Coach Ball and this Ruston offense and defense, they stay on track. They've got these guys coached up. It's the same old Ruston.
Yeah.
You're going to see the counter. You're going to see the under center running the veer, and then they're going to get in the shotgun, and they're going to try to throw it to number 6, the big tight end. And they're efficient. Stephenville, Texas, was able to beat Ruston on the road in Longville. Longview, Stephenville was a very good team, and the tight end for Ruston did not play that game.
No, he did not.
He's a huge factor that makes this offense go. Neville defense is going to have to be aware of him tonight. And then defensively, they just do a good job. It's the typical Ruston defense. They swarm to the ball, and they play hard. I was looking since 2020. Ruston won 38-35 in triple overtime. Neville won the next year in 2021 27-24. The next year, Ruston won 27-21. And in 23, Ruston won 14-10, and then last year we win 26-21. So
then a touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a one-score game.
Yeah.
Almost every time since the mid 2010s. Actually, it's always a fight. There's been some last-minute heroics. It's going to be a good one here again tonight. You're looking live here on the Neville Tiger Network. You're going to see a collection of old coaches, some former coaches from both Ruston and Neville. They're going to be the honorary captains tonight. Some of the coaches from Ruston, you have Ken Lantrip, J.P. Dunbar, Greg Williams, and Billy Gillum. And for Neville, Coach Sonny Smith is out there, Joe Coates is out there, Willie Reagan, A.Z. Johnson, Coach Rob, Gary Roberts, Tommy Aiken, and former Neville principal Mickey McCarty. So, I mean, these guys, you can tell it's a special night. You've got a lot of history out there ready to be these honorary captains. Conversely, Robert, let's talk about the Neville Tigers. 3-2 pre-district schedule, had to get healthy, had to get some things corrected. Fortunately, that first district game we played Pineville, Tigers get a little bit healthy. They started to correct some things, and they just never look back against Pineville. Can they keep that moving as we move into the tougher part of this district schedule?
Right. Offensively, I thought we played our cleanest game yet against Pineville. We stayed ahead of the chains, didn't have those crucial penalties that killed drives, and we had a good mix of the running game and the passing game. The offensive line was back the second week in a row, finally playing together. So it'll be nice if we can keep that going tonight against a very stout Ruston defense. And then defensively, we've done a great job all year in the run, stopping the run game. Our problem has been, getting off the field on third and fourth down, and we got to stay ahead of the chains tonight on defense and keep these guys in third and long and come up with a play on third and long. Don't let them sprint out and run around and throw a deep ball and have pass interference or catch a ball that moves the chains for them and keeps them on the field, because they can have long extended drives. And we don't want to get into that game tonight with the Ruston Bearcats.
You definitely don't. I mean, it's Ruston with that kind of veerish eye type of attack. They do have, as they take the field on the far side of the field, they do have 6 to throw to. You got to limit him. But it's a game where the Tigers might not, like Sterlington. We had 7 offensive possessions in that football game.
Yep.
It can go that way against the Bearcats.
That's right. Defensively, you got to find a way to get a stop early, and then we've got to answer with points offensively to stay ahead. And then let the game play out, and we'll see who can win this one. Obviously, this is a very, very small portion of the history of this game, and it's great to be a part of as a player, a fan, or a student.
But it's still just a game. It's still just one game.
That's right.
I mean, it's time to get your head in the right space and get ready to play against a longtime district rival. A lot of things on the line. Neville sitting at 6 in the power points. Ruston is 3, right around in there. Washita was at the top. Now I think it might be West Monroe. Either way, 2-5-8, those 4 teams that we just mentioned are in the top 6 of the power rankings in Division I non-select. And as the Tigers are going to take the field, see him coming out of the inflatable Tiger, and they break through the banner. It's a blackout night here at Bill Ruple Stadium. Tigers in all black. The Bearcats are going to be in all white. We'll get to these captains. What you looking for?
Coach Reagan's out there.
Oh, yeah, Coach Reagan has got them.
Yeah, he's getting them fired up. I love it.
So They were really hoping that Coach Reagan could make the trip here, and they can. Let's see if I can see tonight. Robert, look at me. I got my binoculars over there. That is 39.
41, 42, and 27, I believe.
That's right.
39, 41, 42, 37, 27.
27, yeah.
42 and 27. So we got the captains. The captains for the Tigers. I tell you what, we're gonna take a 1-minute break. We'll come back with a coin flip right after this.
Catherine Joyce, Neville High School class of 1998, Sparks customer. Go Tigers!
Amaya Dawson, Neville High School class of 2019, owner of a Nissan Sentra from Sparks Nissan. Go Tigers!
Will Shelby, class of 97, Sparks GM, Titan driver. Go Tigers!
Our team knows the winning combination is always Neville Nation and Sparks Nissan Kia. Join the team today. Remember, hot deals start with Sparks.
When hunger hits, head to Sonic Drive-In on North 18th Street in Monroe. Whether it's burgers hot off the grill, crispy tots, or a classic cherry limeade, Sonic has the flavor you love. Fast, fresh, and made just the way you like it. And Sonic is proud to continue their support of Neville High School, standing behind our Tigers both on and off the field. So swing by Sonic on North 18th Street today, where great food and community spirit come together. The Neville Tiger Marching Band performs the national anthem. All right, captains for tonight's game for the Ruston Bearcats. Number 39, Andres McClinton. He is in street clothes tonight. It's also number 41, Kenny Huang. Number 42, Vincent Jackson. And number 27, Jeremiah Freeman. For the Neville Tigers, it's the kicker, number 1, Brooks Yerger. The running back, number 3, Jamarian Roberson. Stephen Hanlon, one of the safeties, number 6. And also number 99, the defensive tackle, Jordan Fobbs White. Let's toss it down to our Marion State Bank sideline reporter, Jason Ewing, for the coin toss.
Greg Williams. And for the Neville Tigers, Sully Smith, Willie Reagan.
All right, Ruston, you the visiting team.
Gary Roberts.
You the visiting
Billy
team.
Gillen.
What's your call?
Tommy Aiken.
Your call's tails.
And Mickey McCord.
You got an honorary back. Also let it hit the ground. Your call's tails. Yep, sorry, call's tails. It is tails. You win the toss. Burn, you kick away from the clock. Give me black here, give me white here.
All right, Ruston wins the toss, and they're going to defer to the second half. Neville will have their backs to Hilton Street in the south end zone. Be running from our right to left here from the Family Solutions broadcast booth as we're about a minute, 10 seconds away from kickoff here at Bill Ruple Stadium. Feel the energy here, and the Tigers back at full strength. Need to play a good game. Can't have a lot of mistakes and get maybe some early momentum getting the ball first here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Offensively, we've got to play crisp. Come out, play fast, pick up where we left off last week against Pineville, and stay ahead of the chains. The offensive line has to handle the linebackers. These Ruston linebackers are good. They run through. We've struggled with that in the run game. Guys running through early, so hopefully we've gotten that corrected. And defensively, we got to stop number 6. He's a playmaker, and then we've got to get off the field on 3rd and 4th down, like I said earlier in the pregame. And stop short drives, get the ball back to our offense, and let's go and move fast and stay in rhythm.
This Ruston bunch, Coach Jared Ball has won a state championship and was runner-up last year. It was the dream matchup would have been that 100th meeting in the Superdome. The Tigers fell a little short, heartbreakingly short, in the semifinals last year versus Central. And Central goes on to win that state championship. But as we get it moving here, this Tiger football team still controls its own destiny.
Yep.
It starts right here with the Ruston Bearcats as they get ahead right there. You talk about getting a little momentum behind you and getting a little swagger in here. It will validate this season early on and all the hard work right here. So the Tigers playing for a lot here as we are set to kick things off. That's going to be number 9 for the Bearcats. Joaquin Ramos tees it up right in the middle of the 40-yard line. And he's going to pooch this one, and it's going to actually be taken in by number 3, Caden Jones. And he's going to be tackled immediately at the 21-yard line as a little pooch kick. Not able to have a great return for the Tigers, but they will take over 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line, and out trots Parker Robinson and crew. Marion Roberson in the backfield with him. Zaylin Young at tight end. You got Desi Bird here on the near side edge, and that's Schnett, starting wide receiver there on the far side of the field. It's on that far hash. Parker calls for the ball. He's going to hand it to Roberson, looking for some running room, spins out of a tackle at around the 22-yard line, and he's going to get out to the 23, and that's going to do it for that rush. Gain of a couple. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 for the Tigers.
Yeah, and Ruston's walked up. They got their safeties. They're walked up. They're playing the run. Got to go play action. Try to soften those guys up so it'll open up the run game. We'll see how Ruston lines up right here.
Tigers split out Zealand Young. There's a snap from to Robinson. He rolls to his right. He was trying to hit his tight end who was dragging with the rollout, Mason Hart, and it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Falls incomplete, and it'll be 3rd and 8 for the Tigers with 11:18 to go here in this first quarter. Your first quarter brought to you by Cartown, the foot of the Louisville Bridge in Monroe and West Monroe. The used car giants. Big 3rd down here for the Tigers. Like to move the chains here. Robinson has the play call. They're going to turn, hand it to Roberson. He's got room on the left side, and he just can't quite get out of the grasp. I believe that was number 0 for the Ruston Bearcats. Jeremiah Pierce, but they're he can't get out of that. Yeah, he had a hole.
He had a hole right there, and just the backer came across, did a good job, made the tackle there for a short gain.
4th down and 6. There's the snap from Shelby. The punt is a low spiraling punt that's going to keep bounding and bounding, and the return man is going to step away from it. It wasn't pretty, but Sorrell got the job done. This ball's down inside the 20 at the 19. The return man was Davis DeMoss, and he just couldn't ever get a good bounce to get up and maybe cut some of that end of that punt away. But nice way to flip the field.
Yeah, great
after
job.
Going 3 and out.
Yeah, it was a low spiral punt, and it hit and skipped, and it rolled out about another 15, 20 yards. So, great job by the punt team there to back them up inside the 20.
Ball snapped, and they're going to blow this dead. Let's see what they weren't ready for the snap.
It looked like Ruston jumped off sides. The quarterback was coming to the line to audible, and the
center snapped
the ball. Yeah.
See here on the Creed and Creed replay. I don't know if that should be almost a fumble.
Yeah.
They blew that thing dead, but either way, it'll be a legal procedure against the Bearcats. Moves them back 5 to the 14-yard line. So 1st and 15 now for the Bearcats. Number 5 in the backfield, and he splits out wide. Now number 1 is in the backfield. They're looking for the deep ball on the far sideline, and step for step with the intended receiver was Caden Jones, and he swats the ball away at the last minute. A nice coverage there from the Tiger defensive back.
Yeah, really good job. Got his head turned around and made a play on the ball. So great job there by the defensive back for Neville, batting that ball away. You know, Ruston's going to try to take a shot early and set the pace for this game. So big play there by the defender in the secondary. You got to keep playing. You got 2nd and long. Got to expect them to maybe run the ball here.
In the backfield, I believe, is Dalen Powell. Hartwell's going to try to throw out to the far sideline, and it's too high for Josiah Morgan. That'll bring up 3rd down and 14 for the Bearcats. The back is, I believe, yeah, that's got to be Powell. Now, this is where you need to find number 6.
Yep.
And
well, and it's the 3rd and long that I was talking about. You got to find a way to get off the field right here.
Hudson at that halfback tight end position. Hartwell to throw. He's got a man to the near sideline, but a short gain for number 1. That's Josiah Morgan. Good coverage there from the Tigers. That was Greg Smith, who gets kind of shaken up on the end of the play. They're going to gain about 3. It's going to be 4th down and 12, and the Bearcats are going to be forced to punt. This will be Ramos standing around the 5. Caden Jones looking for this one, and he's going to let it bounce. Ball takes a Neville bounce and is downed by the Bearcats at their own 44-yard line. So the Tigers with some great field position here on their 2nd offensive possession.
Yeah, and that's all set up by the great punt that we had. We flipped the field, and then we played defense. They had a 5-yard penalty, backed them up. We played defense. Now we get the ball on our side of the 50-yard line to start. Hopefully, you know, both teams went 3 and out. They're amped up offensively. You got to slow down and you know, let the game come to you offensively.
Roberson in the backfield next to Robinson. Mason Hart, your tight end, is on the right side of the line. Jalen Young is man-to-man coverage here at the bottom of your screen. We're going to hand it to J-Rob, and he'll fall forward for about 4. Out to the 40 he'll go. 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Tigers.
And if they're going to play 2 safeties up high, you got to be able to run the ball weak side like that. And that's a good run there on 1st down to get 4 or 5 yards there.
Here's Robinson. Look to the sideline. They're going to stack Bird and Schnett near that far side hash. There's the snap. There's the play action, and they've got it complete to Zealand Young. He breaks a tackle at the 25, and he's ridden down at the 14-yard line into the J. Papa's red zone. Go the Tigers. And that'll be a Sonic drive-in on North 18th Street, 1st down, 1st of the night.
Great job by Parker, holding his water, standing into the pocket, and making the throw.
There's a handoff to the right side. Gain about 4 as Roberson takes it to the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers. Tigers trying to move quick. They like to do that in this J. Papa's red zone. Well, now they're going to slow it down a bit.
Yeah, this is where you got to get creative right here. Things tighten up. You got to be able to make a play down here in the red zone.
Parker moves Roberson to his left. Parker looking to throw. They're throwing the jump ball, and they've got it. No, it's incomplete as Zalen couldn't come down with it. defender got his hand in there and swatted away at the last minute.
Was it a touchdown or was it incomplete?
They call it incomplete. We'll see it here on the Creed and Creed replay. That was number 26 on the coverage. You'll see the ball pop.
Batted it down, yep. Great play by the defensive back right there.
Yeah, I think that was Chris Gray on the coverage. Just never quit on that play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. The Tigers can get a first down at the 5. Robinson trying to swing it. Oh, and it's batted down. Looked like he was trying to swing it to Roberson, but he checked it down to.
Yeah, we were trying to throw the screen there to Chenette, and we just looks like the defensive end. Yeah, he got his hands up.
He just had a good angle, and Chenette wasn't outside of that pass. So a field goal try upcoming for the Tigers. The tee is placed at the 18-yard line. This will be a 28-yard attempt for Brooks Yerger. There's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Tigers strike first. 8:10 remaining in the first. It's 3-0. Neville on top. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Neville Tiger football.
At Marion State Bank, we're committed to the growth of our community, starting with education. From elementary to high school and beyond, we invest in the growth of our students. Because strong roots begin with empowered minds, from local classrooms to high school athletics, and supporting college dreams. Marion State Bank, rooted in education and local athletics. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
A 28-yard field goal caps off a 5-play, 24-yard drive for the Tigers. Took 1:36 off the clock. It's 3-0 Neville. Scoring drive summary brought to you by NetTech Managed IT Services. We are here in the Cartown first quarter as a big leg of River Sorrell puts the Ruston return man in the end zone for a touchback. This first half is also brought to you by our friends at Sleepy Hollow Furniture. Sleepy Hollow, a corner of 9th and Louisville in Monroe. Quality home, mattress, and patio furniture. You go by see the Falk family today and pick out something nice for your home or patio. All right. Bearcats trot back out there for the second time tonight. Dalen Powell dotting the I's. Lander Smith is the up back. Hartwell's going to go under center for this drive. He's going to turn and toss it to Powell. Tough sledding there in the interior of that Tiger defense. He's going to get 3 on first down. It's going to be 2nd down and 7 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, and that's kind of what Ruston is right there. They came out that first drive, and they take a long shot, incomplete, and then they try to throw the long free screen out to the boundary, and overthrow it, and they get behind the chains. And this drive they start under center and run the ball. That's kind of who Ruston really is offensively.
Hartwell from the shotgun. They're going to hand it to Powell again, and he is met in the backfield by a host of Tigers as they had that one sniffed out from the get-go. I think that was Kiki Harris, first man back there. No, it was actually, that was Watkins, 0 that got in there. And that's going to be a loss of 5 on the play, 3rd down and 12. Robert.
He shot off that end right there like a bullet. I don't know if anybody got a hand on him. He just jumped the snap, and he hit the running back as soon as he got the ball there.
3rd down and 12 for Ruston. They're going to stack 2 receivers to the near side. Hartwell is in trouble. The ball's out. They're going to try and fall on it. The Tigers do at the 23-yard line. Actually, that's a 22. Hartwell didn't see the backside pressure, and the ball coughs out. And Dante Matthews covers it up. The Tigers in business again.
Great job by the defense right there. Now it's up to the offense to go put points on the board right here and get up by 2 scores. Great job there by number 9. I mean, he just slung the the big offensive tackle off of him and came out of nowhere and stripped the ball, strip sack right there.
Yep.
Good
Malik
job.
Grayson
great.
has played out of his shoes
Yes.
to this point,
Yeah.
and he continues to be productive for the Tigers. The Tiger offense back at work. They hand this to Roberson. Got some room in off of the left side. He's across the 20 to the 18-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 5 on first down. Second down and a long 5. Now for Neville. They got Bird here out on the left side. Trying to hide Zalen as they hand it again to Roberson. He's forward for a few, down to about the 7. He's going to be about a yard shy of that line needed to get a first down, but they are inside the J. Papa's red zone.
Hey, really,
it's third down and short here.
Really good push right there by the offensive line. That's what you want to see. We moved their defensive line about 3 or 4 yards right there, so we got to see it here on third and short.
Jarvis Blackston replaces Roberson in the backfield. They're going to turn and hand it to him. He bounces it outside, makes a stiff arm at the 10, and he barrels over a DB from Ruston to get it down to the 5-yard line. It'll be first and goal for the Tigers, and that's another Sonic drive-in, first down.
Yeah, great run right there. He got his pads level and got the first down along with some more yardage.
Blackston has it again. He's running to the right side, and he is stood up at about the 3-yard line. They're going to mark, yep, it's going to be the 3. Gain of 2 there on first and goal. It'll be second and goal from the 3.
And right here, you like I said, you got to get creative. Great time for maybe a little quarterback run.
Yep.
You know, a little misdirection, something. Everything gets tight. See what happens here.
Just about to the 5-minute mark here in this Cartown first quarter. Tigers knocking on the door. They hand it to Blackston, and he is going to be in for the score. The second effort will put him across the plane. That is a Chris Lewis Coney Island Connection touchdown, and the Tigers have put 6.
Hey, a great run right there by Blackston. He was actually stood up there before the goal line, as you can see on the replay. It's a good look at it right here. And he gets his pads down and just fights for the extra yardage needed, gets the ball across the line of scrimmage there to put 6 points on the board for the Tigers.
The Tigers break out of the swinging gate formation. Alvernia to hold, Shelby to snap, Yerger to kick. And that is no good. He pulled it left with 4:46 remaining in the first. It's Neville 9, Ruston nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Neville Tiger football.
All right, Mr. Mayor, we are done.
Thank you, Doc.
Yes, sir. Miss Gwen's gonna get you all seated and ready to roll. Nothing to eat or drink for 3 to 4 hours.
Come on, Doc. I was hoping to get myself some po' boys and tamales.
No, Mr. Mayor, you can't do that. But if you could, where would you go?
We gotta go see Chris Lewis at Coney Island Connection.
Stop by Coney Island Connection, where you get more than just a chili cheeseburger and a chili cheese dog. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Right here at Coney Island Connection.
We're back. Ball was out as you see the Neville student section. 9-0 is your score after a 6-play, 22-yard drive. Took 2 minutes off the clock. Kick by Sorrell is going to be returnable. From the 2 comes the Ruston return man, and he is going to be tackled. Eli Aaron takes down Dalen Powell at the 23-yard line, and that's a good tackle. He was fighting off a block, and there was a lot of green grass in front of Powell if Eli wasn't able to make that one.
Yeah, we've called Eli's name a lot this year on the kickoff coverage team. Yeah, he's done a great job covering kicks so far, and a great tackle right there. We'll see what this Neville defense can do coming out here on their third, Ruston's third possession. You can expect Ruston to go make some adjustments. You know, Neville has just outplayed Ruston so far physically. We'll see if they can keep that up.
They have not looked for Ahmad Hudson. They haven't even thrown his way. He's out in that far side flat. There's going to be a hold, and Hartwell's flush from the pocket. He was looking for Powell on the near sideline, but it's probably going to be a hold based on where this flag was thrown. Check in with the white hat. It is a hold. So that'll back them up 10 yards back to the 14. Actually, I think that's the 13-yard line. They got to get to the 33. So 1st and 20 now for the Bearcats. Hartwell under center. I formation behind him. Going to turn, hand it to Smith, and he might get a couple. He fights for one more across the 15 to the 16. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 17 coming up.
Yeah, big play right here for the Tigers. You know, you're in 3-down territory. Obviously, they're not going to go for it on 4th down if you can keep them inside the 30. So you know, 2nd and what is it? About 2nd and
17.
17, yeah. Got to expect them. They got number 6 out here one-on-one. So want to definitely have somebody over the top of him.
They're not looking his way, and they got a man down the far sideline, and incomplete. Great play from Max Carter, knocking the ball away from the intended receiver. Had a late break. That was number 9. I got to get the glasses, Robert.
And a light.
That's Keyshawn Malcolm was the intended receiver. And now 3rd down and 17 for the Bearcats. They go empty backfield. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near. Hartwell's going to call his own number. He breaks a tackle and then gets lit up at the 21-yard line. That wasn't Juju. I think that might have been Reed that came in there and got him.
Man.
We might see that on the Creed and Creed replay here. And we got it at the end. Let's see. Here we go.
Ooh, that was a big-time hit right there.
No, that wasn't Reed. I don't know who was it that got there.
It was Juju.
Oh, that was Juju who popped up late?
Yep.
Here's the snap to Ramos. This punt is away. It's a high spiraling punt. It's going to bounce at the 41, and it's like it will finally be down at the 43, 44-yard line of Neville. And Robert, so far, Tiger defense is doing its job. A couple of penalties have set the Bearcats behind the chains, but a couple of 3-and-outs here.
Yeah, their first drive, they had a false start, backed them up 1st and 15, and then their 3rd drive right there had a holding penalty that backed them up 10 yards and put them behind the chain. So, and the Neville defense is doing a good job so far of stopping the run game, and we've made some great plays in the secondary so far. So it's still only 3 minutes left in the first quarter. There's still
plenty of time,
plenty of ball left to play.
Well, they're going to mark it back to the 41. They're going to say that one of the Ruston defenders touched the football, reached up and swatted it at the 41.
Yeah.
So they got to bring the 10-yard. They got to bring the chains back because it's not 1st and 13. Now they've got them reset over there on that far sideline. The Tigers on the far hash. 3 minutes remaining in the Cartown first quarter. Tigers leading Ruston 9-0.
Yeah, we're just being way more physical right now as a team than Ruston is.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jason.
Looks like, and Jason reported earlier, looks like the Tigers are going to be without Greg Smith, who's out for the remainder of this football game. At least that's the word he got. That was that starting corner. That's picked as the linebacker. I don't think Parker ever saw him, and that's going to be 6 points for the Bearcats.
And that's not what you wanted to happen. Obviously, the momentum switches right there, but we were trying to leak the back out of the backfield, and he was open.
Yeah.
But it happened on the far side over there. I'd like to see the replay.
Just the linebacker sniffed it out.
Yeah,
he was kind of hiding behind the tight end, and they never saw him. That was number 21 for the Bearcats, Caden Gray, one of their talented linebackers, and he sniffed that out. And a turnover for the Tigers. Here's Ramos for the extra point. Snap is back. The kick is blocked, and that's going to be blown dead. You can't return it in high school. Well, the pick six makes it 9-6 in favor of the Tigers. 2:51 remaining here in the first quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Neville Tiger football.
At Jim Taylor Buick GMC, we bring our A-game every day, delivering a home run experience for you. Like the thrill of sinking the game-winning shot or finding just the right vehicle for you. Whatever drives you when you shop with Jim Taylor, we put you in the starting lineup. Visit us online at jimtaylorbuickgmc.com or in Monroe, where we are professional grade, and we never stop working for you.
Welcome back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. First turnover of the ball game as Caden Gray, the talented linebacker for Ruston, picks off Parker Robinson and races 40 yards for the score. It's 9-6. Tigers in front. Now Ramos to kick it off for the second time tonight. They break out of their little formation. Ramos this time pooches it to the
offsides
front, but it's going to be offsides on the kicking team. It's going to back them up 5. Max Carter was the up back. C.J. Goins, the other return man, next to Caden Jones. The 5-yard penalty will back up Ruston to the 35. Jaden Reed is the up back on the far side. I think that's Blackston in the middle. Max Carter here to the near side. Here's Ramos once again, putting it to the up back, and Max is going to fair catch it at the 30. Tigers will take over there. Gave up about 10 yards and 6 points there from that last drop.
Yeah, unfortunate event.
Yeah.
But
you got to. How do you respond?
Yeah, how do you respond? You got to keep up your intensity, and just keep playing. Linebacker made a good play. You got to expect things like that to happen in this Ruston versus Neville game.
Ball's going to be placed on the near side hash. That's Roberson to the right of Robinson. Zealand Young, lone receiver here to the short side of the field. They hand it to Roberson, and he almost breaks it. One tackler got him. That was that safety we talked about earlier, Miles Brown. And he made a touchdown saving tackle, a potentially touchdown saving tackle.
Yep.
Gain of 5, second down and 5 now for the Tigers. Robinson has the snap. They hand it to Roberson again. He's got that sonic drive in on North 18th Street, first down across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Goes J-Rob. About an 11-yard gain. And it'll be a first down for the Tigers.
Yeah, we're just running the G play right there to the weak side and doing a good job with it. There it is again.
Hand it to him again, and he gets to the edge, and it's going to be drugged down by his neck, and that's going to be a horse collar tackle. He's out of bounds at about the 44-yard line of Ruston, but that's going to tackle on about 15 more to that. That would have been a sonic drive in on North 18th Street, first down, as Roberson tried to get to the edge. That was 0 again. Brown.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Defensive players trying to make a
grab
play.
Something.
Yeah, I mean, grab something, and he did not throw him down, but I don't think the rule, you don't have to throw him down. It's just if you stretch that back of the jersey and you hinder him, it's a penalty.
1st and 10 Tigers from the Ruston 28-yard line. They're going to hand it to Roberson again. This time not as big of a hole as a pile of Bearcat defenders push him backwards after a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9 now for the Tigers.
Yeah, I think we ran the G play about 4 times in a row right there.
Keep going until
hey, run it till it doesn't work. So
Sledge is in at wide receiver. He's the wide guy to the far side. They go in play action. He was looking for Zeeland. Parker's going to have to run it as he starts the slide at the 26. He lowers his shoulder, which he's got kind of a bum shoulder, or a tender one. He avoids the sack. I still think he started that slide maybe at the 25, but it's closer to the 25. Gain of a couple. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 now for the Tigers. It's time winding down here in the Cartown first quarter. We're under 50 seconds remaining. Move Mason Hart to the left side. Now they go play action. No, they give it to Roberson, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. Number 90, Rakeem Potts, crashes that play. Back to the 29-yard line it goes. It's going to be 4th down and 11. That's just maybe a bad read.
They brought a blitz, and when the quarterback is in the middle of the backfield and he's not a threat to run the football, they know where you're going to be.
Yeah.
And they brought the inside backer and the guy off the edge, and they sold out, and it's a run blitz.
The Tigers are going to let the seconds tick off of this clock to bring us to the end of the Cartown first quarter. They'll think about this 4th down call over the break. 9-6 is our score. Neville in front. We'll be back in 1 minute with more Neville Tiger football.
For 20 years, I've treated the local community, as well as young to professional athletes, keeping them healthy and on the field. If you've ever thought about seeing a chiropractor, or had neck pain, low back pain, or headaches, call Shell Chiropractic. See if me and my team can help you.
I'm Dr. Bud Woodrow, and here at Shell Chiropractic, we offer non-invasive spinal decompression. If you or a loved one suffer from bulging herniated discs, spinal stenosis, or even sciatic symptoms, I encourage you to give our office a call here at Shell Chiropractic.
Looking for a great meal right here in Monroe? Stop by Subway and Mama DeLuca's Pizza on the corner of Tower and Lammy Lane. Whether you're craving a fresh, made-to-order sub or a hot, cheesy pizza, they've got you covered. And while you're enjoying your favorite meal, know that Subway and Mama DeLuca's are proud to continue their support of Neville High School athletics. Great food, great people, and a great tradition of giving back. That's Subway and Mama DeLuca's Pizza, fueling our community and our Neville Tigers. As we return to the Family Solutions broadcast booth, start of the second quarter here at Bill Ruple Stadium. 4th and 11, Tigers going for it. Parker Robinson looking, doesn't have anybody to throw to, and he's going to have to call his own number. He's not going to have enough as Ruston corrals him at the 24-yard line, and the Tigers will turn it over on downs. Just good coverage on the back end there by the Ruston secondary. And Parker had to pull it and run and needed 11 and got 6. Tonight's second quarter is brought to you by Shell Chiropractic, Dr. G.G. Grant and his team there at Shell Chiropractic on 165 North in Monroe. Go by and check him out. Back's hurting? Give Shell Chiropractic a call.
All right, so big play right here, big drive right here for this Neville defense. Got to keep it up, being that it's 9-6 right now. Tigers still ahead.
Tigers go double tight, and they hand it to Powell. And the run defense of Neville still hanging in there as Powell, no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10 now for the Bearcats.
Yeah, so far doing a good job up front, winning the line of scrimmage, but got to keep it up.
Folks, at the break, we honored Christian Creed and Creed for being one of the title sponsors here this season at Neville High School, and it was his turn to be honored here on the 100th meeting between these two teams. We really thank Christian for all he does in support of Neville High School. Hartwell looking for Ahmad Hudson, and they connect as Hudson just went over Jaden Reed. I don't know how you defend that, because Reed was step for step with him and just didn't get his hands up to knock down the ball.
It was number 17, actually, at the corner that was covering him.
Oh, that's right. And Reed came in behind him.
Yeah, we didn't have anybody over the top. Ball's out. Ooh, fumble the snap.
I was watching the Creed replay as the Bearcats fumbled the snap. That was the first time they've looked to Ahmad Hudson.
Yeah.
And the Tigers, that's Denham Nelson. He's the backup to Greg Smith, who's out for the rest of the night.
He actually had good coverage.
Yeah, he was there.
I mean, Ahmad Hudson, I think he's 6'7".
6'8".
6'8".
242. Yeah. Loss of 1 on the fumbled snap. Second down and 11. The ball's placed at the Neville 45-yard line. Hartwell looking to throw. He goes to the right side, throwing a jump ball to Hudson, and that time they were trying to pick on K.J. Jones, and Hudson couldn't come up with it. It's going to be 3rd and long again for the Bearcats.
So far defensively, we've been able to stop the run game. Now you can see what they're doing. Hey, we're going to go with the mismatch. So we got to have somebody over the top of number 6 every play. I mean, he could have caught that.
Yeah,
that was a good throw, and his length is hard to defend.
Vuvuzelas have made their appearance here at Bill Ruple Stadium on 3rd down and 11. The Tiger crowd coming alive on this big play. Hartwell trying to throw the screen, and it's going to be off the back of Dalen Powell, and Juju was coming in there with a head of steam, but the ball got to Powell first, and he never saw it coming.
Yeah.
The pressure forced Hartwell to throw it to his safety valve a little quicker than he'd like to.
I was worried for Powell if he caught it that Juju was going to hit him under the chin right there.
Yeah.
Juju did a good job of not interfering with him.
Yeah.
And getting a penalty call, a personal foul of a cheap shot.
Ramos is standing around the Neville 42-yard line. That's Jones back around the 10. The punt from Ramos is away, and Jones will let it bounce, and it takes a Bearcat bounce for the first time tonight, and it's going to be down inside the 5 at the 3. And Robert, we've talked about that with Jones. He had, ever since he had that muff, we got to get that confidence back in him to go back there and make the fair catch and just catch it and save the Tigers about 15 yards right there.
The rule there, put your heels on the 10-yard line and fair catch it. If it goes over your head, let it go. Percentages show that it's going to go in the end zone. That one was close. I don't know. It bounced maybe a little before the 10.
Yeah.
You'd like to see him fair catch that one and save the yardage.
10-12 remaining here in the Shell Chiropractic second quarter. Tigers backed up deep after that punt by Ramos. Parker Robinson standing in his own end zone. Roberson is behind him. Parker is going to call his own number, and he fortunately gets out of a tackle in the end zone and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, he's going to lose a yard back to the 2. 2nd down and 11, but that could have been a safety.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was a called run or if they missed the handoff. It did not look clean. We'll see it on the replay here.
Replay. It looks like he pulled it himself.
Yeah, he pulled it, but we missed a backside block.
They're going to hand this to Roberson here, and there's Ruston pinning their ears back and clogging up that middle. They're going to lose another yard, make it 3rd down and actually no gain. Back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 11, a longer 11 than they just had.
Right now, let's throw the fade down the sideline, maybe get a pass interference, or complete it.
Zaylen Young, the lone receiver, to the far side. You've got Bird and Sledge to the near side. Play clock at 10. Roberson has the football. No, they're going to throw it. He's got Bird, and it's complete across the 30 to the 32-yard line, and that was one, if he'd have let him just a little bit, it could have gone all the way, but nevertheless, Bird goes down and gets it, and a big play from the shadow of our own end zone. Give the Tigers some breathing room right there.
Oh, he's got
another
Zeeland.
Play action, and they got Zeeland behind the defense, and it's caught at the 32, and he's tackled at the 26-yard line. Actually, the 25. Back-to-back big plays for the Tigers.
Yeah, it's just a one-on-one matchup right there, and Zeeland just ran right by the corner, and a good throw there by Parker.
Another first down brought to you by Sonic on North 18th Street. Tigers in business from their 25. Play action again. Robinson rolling to his right. He's got a man open, and he just overshoots his intended target, Emad Sledge, at around the 5-yard line.
Yeah, got to stick it on him. That's the scramble drill. Receiver did a good job of reverting his route. See it here on the replay, number 4.
He comes off of his route.
He's open if we stick it on him right there.
Yep.
But it's a tough throw. He's on the run and live to play another down.
Clock stop with 8:30 remaining here in this first half. Tigers have taken it 72 yards. They try the screen, and they've got Schnett, and he gets to the sideline, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Where do they mark him out? At the 12-yard line. He kind of got twisted up there at the end, but he bounces. He's up. He's going to be off for a play. It's going to be 3rd down and 2, gain of 8 on that last play as he kind of got spun out of bounds a little awkwardly. We'll get a checkup on him. Roberson in the backfield. Sledge back in as that far receiver. Bird in the slot. They're going to give it to Roberson, and he cuts upfield, and he's going to be tugged forward by a Bearcat defender to the 13-yard line, and that'll be another Sonic drive-in first down, and the Tigers are in the J. Papa's red zone.
Yeah, good run there by Roberson, knowing where the chains are and getting the first down.
Going to give it to him again. Tries the cutback. He'll have it across the 10 to close to the 9-yard line. Gain of 4 on first down. 2nd and 6 now for Neville, deep in the Bearcat territory.
Yeah, and I like it. You got the clock ticking, 7:52 to go in the first half. Up 9-6. We got to find a way to get points right here. God.
Now looks like a Tiger jumped.
Yeah, you can't have that down here in the red zone like that.
Yep. You're going to get Bennett.
Yeah.
As he kind of jumped on the clap. That'll back him up. Wow, it just seems like it's backed him up more than 5. But it's 2nd down from the 15. The Tigers need to get to the 3. The 2nd down and 12 here for Neville. Play action. They're going to throw the fade to Zeeland, and a lot of hand fighting going on over there. No flags. And that ball just needs to be a little bit higher.
Yeah, got a
for
flag.
Zeeland.
Got a flag in the backfield.
There is a flag in the backfield. This might be a hold.
Yeah.
Let's see what the official says. Offset and penalties, had roughing the passer and an ineligible man downfield. Yeah, the right guard, the right guard for Neville was just blocking his man downfield, and he got called. That was actually 53. I believe that might have been. It was 61. It was the center. That was Grant Vinson. Honestly, they said 51. It was 61 downfield. All right, 2nd and 12. Robinson, quick pitch to Roberson. He cuts it back. He's in for the score, 15 yards. Nice play to get Roberson to the edge, and the cutback And he walks into the end zone.
Hey, and that's what I said. When you get in the red zone, you got to get creative. That was just a quick pitch right there. Get the guy on the outside. Let him use his speed. And our guys did a great job of blocking. The receivers did. Or actually, that was the tight end, Mason Hart, I believe, did a great job of
And Van
sealing
Martinez
his guy.
down there,
Yep.
too,
Yep.
sealing that linebacker downfield. The Tigers tack on 6 more with 7:19 to go here in the first half. They're going to break out of the swinging gate. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and this one from Yerger is good. 16-6 is our score. Tigers extend their lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Neville Tiger football.
Sleepy Hollow Furniture and the Falk family proudly support our Neville Tigers. Just like the wide variety of athletics and academics Neville excels in, Sleepy Hollow offers your premium mattresses and adjustable bases, every kind of home furniture, and just in time for your favorite season, quality in-stock patio furniture ready for the big game. Come shop your Neville Tiger family at Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
You see that Tiger sideline as we welcome you back to the Family Solutions broadcast. Yard line for the Bearcats, but let's check in with our Marion State Bank sideline reporter Jason Ewing. He's got an update from the freshman Schnepp.
Yeah, Schnepp has a little mild sprain. They're going to work on him at halftime and see if they can't get him back out there.
Yeah, good deal.
Good to know.
We need him back. He's a freshman, but
he's a playmaker.
He's a playmaker.
He definitely is.
Yeah.
It's going to be nice. You know, Jason getting a nice honor from the Neville Alumni and Friends. Friend of the year.
Friend of the year.
Get to go down there and hand it to him at halftime.
There he is.
Hartwell tosses it out to Hudson. Tries to stiff arm a man at the 26, and he's forced out of bounds by Juju and Denham Nelson. And they kind of went zone on that one, and he just slipped out in it.
Yeah.
There was nobody really on Hudson there.
Yeah.
First down for the Bearcats.
Our corners got to play the flat defender right there, and
Yeah.
he did not. I don't know. Coach Collins was coaching him up. Let's just say that.
As he was chasing him down.
Yeah.
First and 10 for the Bearcats from their own 37-yard line. Powell remains in the backfield. Hartwell back to throw. They're looking deep to number 1, and they've got it complete. Josiah Morgan takes it for 63 for the score. They're picking on Nelson here on this near sideline, and he gets behind him, and a nice throw from Hartwell, and Morgan ran right underneath it.
Yeah, receiver got a free release right there. The corner's got to do a better job getting his hands on him and pushing him to the sideline. And, just a good route right there, and you got to do a better job right there at corner, defending the go route.
Morgan is the one that had the big, long reception in the Jamboree earlier this year as the kick from Ramos is up and good. 6:58 remaining in the first half. It's 16-13 in favor of the Tigers. Got a good one here at Bill Ruple Stadium. Stay with us. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At Nukes, Southern hospitality runs deep. From premium ingredients to bold flavors and big portions, like our strawberry field salad for $9.29. Or try our new steak lineup. It's comfort with character. Nukes, extra with every bite.
Taco Bandito. I cook it and service at Speedo at Taco Bandito.
Taco Bandito on Forsyth Avenue in Monroe and Warren Drive at Cypress Street in West Monroe.
Welcome back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. We're in the Shell Chiropractic second quarter of play. Quick strike from the Bearcats, get them gets them back within 3 as Morgan and Hartwell hook up for a 63-yard touchdown. Max Carter is going to haul this football in around the 24, and this time, instead of fair catching it, he just takes it straight ahead out to the 39, and a good job by Carter to get the Tigers a little better field position.
Yeah, good job. You know, I like having the ball in Max Carter's hands on the kickoff return. He can go. We've seen him out there at free safety. He's got good ball skills and did a good job there of getting north and south and getting good yardage there to start this Tiger offense.
Tigers take over at the 38. Kind of been back and forth. Big plays on the Ruston side and good drives from the Neville side as they hand it to Roberson. He'll fall forward for about 3 to the 41. 2nd down and 7 upcoming for Neville, but it's the pick 6 and then the 63-yard strike to Morgan is what got the Bearcats to this 16-13 spot. They had an extra point blocked on that first touchdown. They hand it to Roberson again. He's got it across the 45 to the 40. They're going to say he's down right at the 45. That'll be 3rd down and 3 for the Tigers.
And Jason, hey, see if you can get us a little update on Blackston, the running back.
Haven't seen him. He just hadn't been in there.
No.
He scored the first touchdown for the Tigers. We're under 6 minutes to play here in the Shell Chiropractic second quarter. They're going play action. They got it complete. Desi Bird breaks a tackle at the 50 and is going to be pushed out of bounds at the 47-yard line. That'll move the chains for the Tigers. Another Sonic drive-in first down.
Yeah, really good job right there. Play action. I don't know if it was RPO or play action, but had the inside receiver there wide open in the flat. Parker does a good job delivering a nice ball and moving the chains there.
Tigers into Bearcat territory. The Ruston 37. Going quick again. They're going to try the little trickery as they hand the ball to Roberson. He's going to be forced out of bounds at the 30 or the 29-yard line. That'll be about a yard shy of the line to gain, but they tried the screen to Zalen, and he hands the ball off to Roberson around the right end. Gain of 8, 2nd down and 2 now for the Tigers.
All right, Blackston's got a little knee injury. He's doubtful to return.
I got you. The Tigers will. They hand this to Roberson. He falls forward to the 28. He's going to be a yard shy of that first down number. Well, you got Trey Caston in there.
Yep.
Is next up on the depth chart, number 29. We'll see, and he's a shifty guy.
Yep.
Small running back, but a shifty running back. They're going to hand it to Roberson again, and he's going to have the first down, and he slips past the 25 to the 23. That'll move the chains for the Tigers. Clock will resume running as when they reset the football. Roberson again, and this time he's going to be tackled for a loss. That was 98. Jaron Albritton got loose. It's going to be a loss of 2 back to the 25. Let's see here. He's at.
It's a double team. You got to double team. Take care of the guy in front of you first.
Yeah,
and
they
then
went
get
to
up
double
to the backer. We just let him split us right there.
Miscommunication.
Yeah.
Right guard. That's Corley. Right tackle, Bennett McNabb. There's the snap. We go play action. Parker
throw it away.
Kind of bottled up, and he's not going to be able to throw it away. He'll be sacked back to the 27-yard line. And he had some green space there to the left side. He just didn't run it out. Sometimes you got to just throw that football away. And I don't think he could have outran that end who came out.
Yeah.
But 3rd down and 14 now for the Tigers. And they're getting back to where they're kind of out of field goal range here. Clock's running, 3:45 remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, got to run the football right here. Looks like Ruston's going to call a timeout.
They will. Ruston calls a timeout. 3:41 remaining in the second quarter. Neville 16, Ruston 13. We'll be back in 1 minute with more Neville Tiger football.
At the Tarver Braddock Foundation, we're focusing on showing people that every act of kindness fuels a movement to touch lives in unexpected, meaningful ways. Your gift allows the Tarver Braddock Foundation to continue turning loss into love, one act at a time.
Thanks to our generous donors, we're able to honor Tarver Spirit by meeting needs wherever they appear through random acts of kindness. To learn more about our mission and consider giving, visit TarverBraddockFoundation.com.
Tigers in their offensive huddle. Ruston calls their first timeout of the half. Tigers still sitting with all 3 of them. 3:41 remaining. The Tigers facing a 3rd down and 14 in Ruston territory at the 27-yard line. As Jason mentioned, Blackston dealing with a mild injury, questionable to return. And it's Roberson back there. Robinson going to swing it out to Roberson, and that's one that he wishes he had back because he had some yards in front of him as the ball looked like it might have been thrown backwards a little bit. And they're going to say it's an incomplete pass, but it's going to be 4th down and 14, and the Tigers going to keep their offense out there.
Yeah, and the bad thing is that stopped the clock. 3:36 remaining. It's 4th and long right here.
Roberson had slipped out of the backfield, and he had some running room. Could he gotten a 1st down, possibly a touchdown? Who knows? Well, another 4th down here for the Tigers. There's the snap. Parker flushed out of the pocket. He's going to have to throw this away. And the Bearcats have held as, once again, the Tigers turn it over on downs after getting deep into Bearcat territory.
Yeah, that's a big stop there for the Bearcats, we got to find a way right there to finish with points. And we had the big sack there on 2nd down.
Yeah.
Puts us in 3rd and long, and then,
He missed kind of his safety net there, Roberson.
Yep.
And now the Bearcats with 2 timeouts and 3.5 minutes on the clock. They've shown they can strike quickly.
Yeah, and they got 6 out here wide.
And they got 1 wide on the other side.
Yep.
So Juju fronting up 6. They look to his side, and the Tiger pressure is going to get Hartwell. They've got him sacked back at the 21-yard line. Once again, Jalen Watkins was the first man there for the Tigers.
Yeah, we've seen it tonight. We've been able to get to him. Got to continue. And we got there with 4 guys. Didn't bring pressure there. So the defensive lineman did a good job right there rushing the quarterback.
Jalen Watkins, I believe that's his 2nd sack of the night. That backs him up about 8. 2nd down and 18. They try on the screen out to Powell. He's going to have a decent gain out to the 25. That'll get some of those yards back, but that's it. Jacoby Collins on the stop for the Tigers, and once again, Ruston in the 3rd and long situation, 3rd and 12 for Ruston.
Tigers have 3 timeouts right here, 2:27 and counting, 3rd and long. You can get a stop right here.
Call a timeout.
You call a timeout, yep.
Hartwell with the hard clap. Hudson.
Yep.
Here you've got Nelson, but they kind of bracketed him here on this near sideline. Wide side of the field.
He's coming to him. Here it is.
Tiger rush is flushed Hartwell out of the pocket, and that's going to be as Hartwell's hit after he threw the football, but I don't know. He got it past the line of scrimmage. He had to get it to the 25. He just tossed it out. So it's not going to be a intentional grounding.
Did it?
Yeah, I mean, it needed to get to the 25.
Yeah,
it got past.
Yeah,
it got past. Yeah. So we saw that on the Creed and Creed replay, but you talked at the break, the Tigers need to get a little bit more rush on Hartwell. He's got time, he can throw it, and they did. Here's Ramos with the punt. Jones backing away from it, and it takes another Ruston bounce. Inside the 20, down to the 15, now the 14-yard line.
You got to go catch that punt. You got to.
We've got to get Jones some confidence, and I think that's Coach Campbell talking to him, saying, you can't just back off of these things.
No, I mean, we
got to go catch that next one.
I don't know that we've caught one since the muff punt.
And Jones has returned one for a touchdown.
I know.
And that sometimes is just kind of a mental block, maybe.
We start that drive on about.
And maybe he's been told to stay away.
Yeah, I don't know. But we don't. We can't let that happen. We'd have had it on 35.
1:44 remaining. The Tigers have all 3 timeouts. Tigers have showed that they can gain some yards in chunks here. But the Ruston Bearcat defense has been able to bow its neck.
Yep.
As when the Tigers threatened a couple of times. Parker Robinson looking for the home run ball. He's got Sledge, and it's caught at the 40. It's a foot race. He's at the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tigers. 86 yards to the house.
Great
Chris
job.
Lewis and the Coney Island Connection is fired up about that one, I can promise you.
Yeah, just a double move right here, and Parker does a great job of just throwing it, letting the receiver go get it. I mean, that's a huge play there by the receiver, and great job by the offensive line. That play takes time to develop. They gave Parker time, and Parker threw a dime right there for a long touchdown.
Well, not much of a Net Tech drive summary. One play, 86 yards, took 12 seconds. They break off of the swinging gate. Here's the extra point attempt. The snap, the kick. It's good. A minute 32. Neville 23. Ruston 13. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay with us.
If you were just in a car crash, the insurance company could already be calling you. Don't talk. If you were just in a car crash, the insurance company could already be calling you. Don't talk to them, talk to us.
Hi, I'm Christian Creed with Creed and Creed. Whether it's on the field or in the courtroom, you deserve a team that won't back down. So if you've been injured in an accident, make the right call to your local legal team at Creed and Creed and let us help you win today. Let's go Tigers, and remember, home field advantage matters. Call Creed and Creed today. Proudly serving our great community for over 30 years. We are your local injury attorneys.
Welcome back as Sorrell's kickoff is taken at the 3-yard line by Powell, and he is upended at the 19. Nice job by the kickoff return unit, or kickoff coverage unit, rather, for the Tigers.
Yeah, that was 32, Javon Perkins, I believe, right there on the tackle.
Javon Perkins with the tackle.
Yep. Good job there by the sophomore.
2 timeouts for the Bearcats, a minute 27 remaining. Hey, coming up here on the Jim Taylor Halftime Report, we're going to have stats presented by NetTech Managed IT Services. We'll also have the scores from around the area, and also we will be bringing you the NAFA Awards, Alumni of the Year, as well as the Friend of the Year. And I believe the band, I don't know if the band's performing or not on the off week. We will see. The Bengals should have a performance. Hartwell looking, and now a flag's going to blow this one dead. I think they had to be an illegal shift.
Yeah,
they had a couple of guys moving.
The receiver moved down here on the end, trying to get the quarterback's attention, it looked like.
Yeah, that was Powell out wide. Him and Morgan were trying to do a little slip screen, like a pick play.
Yeah, the 25-second clock was down to 1 second, and the receiver was moving around trying to get the quarterback to go, and it ended up being a false start.
Yeah, Robert, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Backs Ruston up 5. Back to their own 14-yard line. Same formation, empty backfield for Hartwell. Hartwell looking to his left. He's got Morgan, and he's going to be out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Gain of 7 on first down. It'll be second down and 8 for the Bearcats. Clock stops with 1:20 to go.
Yeah, and you got to expect them to be throwing the ball with 2 timeouts if they can get a big play and get going. So big play here on second down for this Tiger defense.
Big guy Hudson, far side slot.
Oh.
They thought they might have been looking for him, but they fired a bullet, and they were looking for Alex Hunt. He was behind Hunt. It's incomplete. Only 4 seconds tick off the clock. It's 3rd down and 8 now for Ruston with 1:16 to go.
Yeah, I think he was actually looking for Hudson, but Hudson kind of released and looked like he was trying to block. Ball went right over his head.
Yeah.
Incomplete.
Now they move Hudson to the near side. Reed is on top of Denham Nelson. Hartwell looking to his right this time, and that ball is way overthrown. Intended receiver was Keyshawn Malcolm. And that'll stop the clock with 1:11 to go, and the Bearcats are going to have to punt this football away. Tigers still have 3 timeouts to go. And this is one where Jones is going to be around the 50-yard line, and we'll see what Coach Campbell is going to move him back to around the 45.
Yep.
Ramos standing at his own 7. There's the snap. This kick is not a good one. It's going to be angling out of bounds. And it's going to take that bounce finally. It bounced at the 50. It'll be down at the 50. So the Tigers with decent field position, 1 minute to go and 3 timeouts.
Yep.
And they lead the Bearcats by 10.
Yeah, you got plenty of time right here. 2-minute offense. You practice this. You got to go fast, which we're used to doing. I mean, that's kind of our normal offense. But if we can get a big play here on first down, get it going, and finish with points here before half, it'd be great.
Tigers look to the sideline. Roberson moves to the left of Parker. Parker rolling to his left. He's going to throw that football away as Bird was late on his to break out of that route, and there was just nothing doing on that play.
He had Zeeland wide open over the middle, dragging behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a kind of a designed rollout.
Yeah, it was a sprint out, but when you sprint out, the quarterback got to think break containment, and you got to think I'm running the ball first.
Yeah.
Get outside, bust your tail to get outside, and then if the pass opens up, throw it. Parker just kind of floated that way, and it never developed.
53 seconds remain. Here's the snap. Parker looking. He's going to call his own number, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be it. The Tigers might let the clock run here. I don't know if
I would call
Coach
timeout.
Ball is going to call a timeout or force them to call a timeout if they want to. About a second differential between the play clock and the game clock, and the Tigers are going to have to run a play.
Yeah.
And they might just kneel it out or maybe take a shot downfield here. See what they've got. If they can get a big play, Ruston definitely kind of deepening up. The safety's a little bit deeper, and they're going to hand it. No, they go play action. Parker dumps it off to Roberson. He's got it at the 40. He's going to run out of bounds, but there's no ticks left on the clock. They say there might be one. The clock's showing 0. We'll see if there's another one. They're everybody hold it right here as Coach Collins is trying to see if they've got 1 second remaining on the clock. He's checking with the white hat.
2 seconds.
Yeah.
2 seconds will be added to the clock.
Yeah.
The Tigers will have one more shot at this.
Now
that's a sonic drive in on first down, and now the Tigers will take a timeout. We'll keep it right here so I can kind of collect our wits here. Yeah. Coming up on that halftime report, Robert, sorry, we've got, I think the Bengals will be performing. We'll have that NAFA awards as well as scores and everything from throughout the area. I'm going to have to run down quickly, so will take over quick on that Jim Taylor halftime report. Robert, what are you thinking right here?
Yeah, you got to be smart right here. It's 2 seconds. You say, hey, let's take a shot in the end zone. Well, again, I think we said this before. You do a Hail Mary, your offensive guys then become defensive guys on an interception.
Yeah.
And that can be dangerous.
Yeah.
So got to be smart here. We've got the lead. Ruston does get the ball after half.
To start
they start the second half. So we'll see what the Tigers have up their sleeve right here. You got to be smart with the football.
2 seconds remain. The teams return to the field of play. This will be the last play of that half. They're going to swing it out to Roberson. They've got some blockers ahead of him. He's broken it across the 20, and they're going to push him out of bounds at the 18-yard line. And that will do it for the Tigers as they lead Ruston 23-13 here at halftime. Stay with us as we try to go down to Marion State Bank sideline reporter Jason Unity. He's got Coach.
Coach, got to be happy with the way the offensive line has played and protected the quarterback first half.
Yeah, I am. I'm proud of the way the offense is moving the football. You know, I mean, other than a couple of times we had opportunity to really get a couple more in there. But, you know, guys are doing a great job on both sides of the ball. And, you know, we got to finish this thing now. I mean, it's similar to the Jamboree. I mean, it isn't a whole lot different right now and we just got to go out there and finish the thing.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, welcome to halftime. It's 23-13 Neville. Here in the Family Solutions broadcast booth, the Jim Taylor Auto Group halftime show. So we're getting ready for the NAFA Awards.
Well, it got hectic there for you.
Well, it's just
right
a lot.
Half. It's a
lot
lot of moving parts.
A lot
but,
of stuff.
Yeah, you did a good job, and Will, you're going to give us some updates on the scores.
Yes.
Let's talk about the Tigers in the first half, though. What are your thoughts?
Well, let's go to the NAFA.
Oh, we got NAFA going
Let's go to the
on.
NAFA Awards.
There we go. It's moving fast up here tonight.
To present the newly elected 2025 Alumni and Friends of the Year. Please refer to your programs for their full bios. First tonight, we honor Christy Hopper Benson, class of '87, whose contributions to Neville are so many and will continue in the years to come. She is presented by nominator Nikki Jefferson Hanks, class of '91. Your Neville family says a big thanks to you tonight, Christy. Next, I am proud to announce Alumni of the Year 2025, Pam Cassio Jones, class of 1983. Pam is in charge of our season tickets, and we thank her very much for taking on this big task. She is presented tonight by nominator Catherine Shaver Hart, class of '66. Congratulations, Pam. Neville loves you. As friends go, Jason Ewing is the prototype. Just ask him for almost anything, and it is done. Jason is presented tonight by nominator NAFA President-elect Stewart Shelby, class of '94. We're so proud to honor you tonight, Jason. And our honored couple tonight are no strangers to the Neville Nation. Allison and Palmer Gerald are the classic couple who are there whenever Neville calls. Nominating and presenting them tonight is one of our former NAFA presidents, Susan McElroy Weaver, class of '69. Thank you so much, Gerald. Proud to have you in our Neville family. Thanks for your attention. Now let's enjoy the great Tiger Band and the fabulous Bingle Bells.
All right, so we get ready to set up for the Bingle Bells and Band. It's go over some halftime stats. The Neville Tigers, of course, leading the Ruston Bearcats 23-13 at half. And here at the Jim Taylor Auto Group halftime show, Neville Tigers had 357 total yards of offense, 106 on the ground, 251 through the air on 45 plays. They have had 3 turnovers, and they are 7-11 on first downs and penalized 1 for 5 yards in the first half. For the Bearcats, they have 123 total yards in the game, 0 rushing, 123 through the air on 22 plays. They have a turnover. They are 0 for 6 on third down. The Bearcats have been penalized, five penalties for 40 yards. Parker Robinson leading the Tigers with a 8 for 16, 251 yards, a touchdown to interception. Jamarion Roberson leading the rushing at 21 attempts at 88 yards and a touchdown. And receiving for the Tigers, Sledge leading the Tigers with 1 reception for 86 yards and a touchdown, while Zealand Young, 2 receptions for 66. Desi Bird, 2 receptions for 58, and Shanette, 1 for 8. For the Ruston Bearcats, Hartwell, 6 for 14 in the first half for 123 yards and a touchdown. Holland, no rushing yards there. Receiving for the Bearcats, Josiah Morgan, 3 receptions for 74 yards and a touchdown. Hudson, 2 for 45, and Powell, 1 for 4. Hartwell is the other leading rusher, though, for the Bearcats with 1 rush for 4 yards. Let's go ahead and throw it down to the Bengal Bells. All right, that was the fabulous award-winning Bengal Bells there. As the band sets up, let's go ahead and get through some halftime scores. The Wasserman Wildcats leading the Grant Cougars 34-17 in the third quarter. The Tioga Indians leading West Washita 27-0 at half. Calvary Baptist all over Union Parish 35-0 at the half. Marksville leading Caldwell Parish 8-7 at the half. The West Monroe Rebels leading Washita 14-7 in a district match. Lake Arthur leading Richwood 7-6 at the half. Jonesboro Hodge leading DeQuincy 15-0 at half. The Rayville Hornets up on Delhi Charter 20-0 at half. Franklin Parish all over Peabody 34-7 there in the second quarter. Lincoln Prep and Glenbrook all knotted up at 7 in the second quarter. The Mangum Dragons leading the Oak Grove Tigers 21-14, while the Darbone Wood Timberwolves leading North Caddo 35-6. Cedar Creek down on Haynesville 12-21 there in the second quarter. St. Fred's all over Delhi 34-6. right there. Alexandria currently leading Pineville 49-3 at the half. That's another district score for you right there. Across the state, North Louisiana Seabird leading Natchitoches Central 14-6 at the half. Airline and Houghton in a good battle, 22-21. Airline at the half over there. Destrehan all over Captain Shreve, 40-14 at the half. North DeSoto leading Southwood 35-0 there at the half. Loyola Prep 28, Woodlawn of Shreveport 14 in the second quarter. Now let's go ahead and watch the Neville Tiger Marching Band.
All right, that's a great performance here by that Neville Tiger marching band as We are still in the Jim Taylor halftime report, and we're going to have to break away. When we return, we will get you those first half stats and get Robert's keys to the second half. So we'll be back after this 4-minute break. Stay with us.
Welcome to the Carpenter Health Network, where we can assist you with all your home health needs.
Promoting healthy and independent living at home with Stat Home Health.
Where advanced illness management is our specialty. Let us help you recover from injury, surgery, or illness with our team of dedicated medical professionals.
Well, we strive to make every day a good day at St. Joseph Hospice.
Let us make the Carpenter Health Network a part of your family by promoting healthy and independent living for your loved ones.
We are the network,
and we are all in.
Go Tigers!
For over 50 years, Cartown has been servicing Northeast Louisiana, and the Neville Tigers have been a huge part of our growth. And for that, Cartown Tires and Service would like to say, go Tigers!
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Architects Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble, isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted, Architects Windows and Doors, a family business built for your family.
It's about tradition, value, and community. We're Creed and Creed, and we're proud to call Northeast Louisiana home. Catherine and I raised our family here, we worship here, and we serve here. It's an honor to support the community that has given us so much. Tradition, value, and community. That's Creed and Creed. If you've been injured in an accident, call Creed and Creed today. Proudly serving this great community for over 25 years.
At Origin Bank, we understand the importance of community. That's why we're committed to the Northeast Louisiana Food Bank, providing meals to 25,000 of our neighbors across 12 parishes. Through their efforts, they provide about 6 million meals a year to those facing hunger in our area. Visit foodbankneedle.org to learn more, sign up to volunteer, or donate to support their mission. Thanks so much to the Needle Food Bank for your community efforts and for partnering with us at Origin Bank.
Imagine having a beautiful smile that carries you through all stages of life, and that beautiful smile begins at Caples and Robinson Orthodontics. To further enhance our patient experience and care, Dr. Caples and Dr. Robinson welcomed Dr. Cammie Laird as a new member of the Caples and Robinson practice. And with over 56 years of combined practice, we are the most experienced orthodontic group in Northeast Louisiana. We use the latest advancements in orthodontic technology, including the Damon Ultima system for braces, and Spark aligners that are customized to fit your life, not the other way around. Our doctors and staff will make sure you have the best experience possible on your journey to a straighter smile. That includes faster and more comfortable treatment that will give you a smile you'll be proud to wear. Ready to get started? Contact Caples and Robinson Orthodontics today at 318-325-9655 and take the first step towards a confident smile.
Hi, I'm Chris Lewis. Here at Coney Island Connection, we believe in giving back and showing a lot of love, and it's all made possible because of you. Thank you for making Coney Island Connection a small business with a big heart.
I'm Dr. Scott Shelby with Family Solutions. When you hear the words Family Solutions, you may not know that we're a comprehensive, strength-based counseling and psychiatric clinic. Family Solutions provides psychiatric care, individual and couples therapy, child and adolescent counseling, psychological testing, medication management. We also provide occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and ABA therapy in one convenient location. For more information on how we can help your family today, visit FamilySolutionsCounseling.org.
All right, welcome back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. 23-13, your halftime score here in the. So we're back
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah,
Stewart.
We're still in the Jim Taylor
Yeah,
halftime report.
That's what I said, right?
I'm over here trying to get this. If I can get Adam from Subway to hand me that laptop.
That pizza was good.
I really appreciate the pizza. We got some pizza and
was
cookies
good.
from the Subway there at the corner of Lammy and Armand. And you need to go check them out. Adam, Miss Connie, and the rest of them.
I think I ate too many cookies, Stewart.
Here's the stats from the first half of play presented by NetTech Managed IT Services. For the Tigers, 357 total yards. They were 106 on the ground, 251 through the air. Parker was 8 for 16 with a touchdown and an interception. Leading the Tigers on the ground was J-Rob with 21 carries for 88 yards and a touchdown. Blackston had the other Tiger touchdown. He had 3 carries and 14 yards before he had to exit the game. Sledge, your leading receiver, he had the one big catch there at the end of the first half for 86 yards and a touchdown. Zaylen Young has 2 catches for 66 yards. Tigers ran 45 plays, had the one turnover. They turned it over on downs twice. They were 7-11 on first downs and had 1 penalty for 5 yards. Ruston, 123 total yards, 0 yards on the ground, right? 123 to the air. Hartwell was 6 of 14 with the touchdown there to Morgan. He's your leading receiver. 3 catches for 74 yards and that touchdown. Hudson kind of been contained. 2 catches for 45 yards on the night. And Robert, they hadn't really targeted Ahmad Hudson that much.
Yeah,
at least to this point in the football game.
He had one big catch up the sideline and then a catch in the flat right there, and he's a specimen. You got to expect them to come out in the second half and run the. And look for Ahmad Hudson.
Yeah.
They did not have success running the football in the first half, as you just said. 0 yards rushing. Is that what I heard?
If Andy's stats are correct, these are pretty damn accurate.
That's
no yards rushing in the first half.
That's pretty impressive. But you got to expect Ruston to go in, make some adjustments in the run game on the how they're blocking and get Ahmad Hudson the ball here in the second half. So we're going to have to play good defensively.
The Bearcats only have 1 offensive touchdown. And the other one was a defensive pick 6, right?
Yep.
Last week versus the Lions, they had 2 offensive touchdowns. The other one was a special teams touchdown, a block punt for a touchdown. So it's going to be, we'll see how this second half goes for the Bearcats, and what the Tiger defense will give you an idea as the Bearcats will get the ball here to start the second half. That's going to wrap up our Jim Taylor Auto Group halftime show as we move into the third quarter of play. Tonight's third quarter is brought to you by Taco Bandito. They're about to get that remodel done on the inside of the Forsyth location. I can't wait.
Yeah,
I was there already.
Almost hate to see it remodeled.
I know. We're excited to see what it looks like, but we appreciate Tyler Moses for his support of Neville Tiger Athletics. And as we do in all the home games, we welcome former Neville principal and former Neville head coach Mickey McCarty, who was down on the field. I really want to get your thoughts on the group of coaches that you got to participate in the coin toss with.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Stewart, it's a great honor to be down there with those guys. So much history. I know y'all have talked about it in this rivalry. And to be down there with some of those guys that, of course, most of those coached back in the heyday of this rivalry, back in the and I say
60s,
that,
70s,
in the last 30
80s,
years, in the 80s and early
some
90s,
90s,
right there, And anyway, just a great honor to be down there with those guys, and an honor to be a part of this series as a coach, and something we always took this game with we knew it was on the schedule and knew what kind of game it was going to be, but it always turned out just like we thought it would in terms of a hard-fought ball game, and again, that's what we have here tonight.
About to be underway here in the second half. Neville leading Ruston 23-13. Here's Sorrell. Puts a leg into this one. That's going to be, I believe that might be 0. No, that's 15, who is going to return it out past the 20 to about the 23-yard line. There's a flag on the far hash around the 29. We'll see what happens there. The wind is coming out of the south.
It looked like,
we were kicking
like a
into
block
it.
in the back.
What'd you say, Jason?
I said it looked like a block in the back.
Okay.
Holding.
Or maybe a hold.
Yeah.
It was something. And away from the return, so that's going to take them back all the way, let's see, out of the end of the return to about the 13-yard line. So that's where Ruston will take over their first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and Stewart, I'm anxious to see where Ahmad Hudson lines up. Looks like he's going to be tight end with his hand on the ground. Got to locate him and
double tight end set.
Yeah, watch the play action.
High backfield, Hartwell under center. They're going to turn and hand it to their tailback Powell. And he's going to have about 3 on the first down carry.
Do what Ruston did right there. They went back to their DNA. Put 2 tight ends, hand in the ground, get in the eye, and we're going to come downhill at you.
Yeah, run the lead and the counter.
Yep. And they like running the power at you. You know, that's their game. They really like to play.
Yep. I was shocked at the beginning of the game. They came out and it was a little, unlike Ruston on their first drive, and kind of got them behind. We'll see what they do here in the second half.
Second down and a long 6. Again, power eye. Ruston turn. Hartwell is going to toss it back to Powell, and he's going to be maybe a yard, and that's it. Third down and a long 5 coming up. And before we get into that, Tyler Moses was listening to us, and the lobby is open at the Taco Bell on Forsyth. So you need to go by there and check it out. We need to go by there and check that out, Robert.
I agree.
See what they've done to it. I know he's done a great deal with that. So go by and check that out tomorrow if you can. All right, third down and 5 for Ruston. The Vuvuzelas.
They're out.
We even have a few little cowbells that started making their way into the Neville sideline. There's Hudson one-on-one with Nelson here towards the near sideline. Ruston moving from our right to left. That's Hilton Street to Forsyth.
Fumble.
Ball's on the ground as the snap is mishandled. I don't know who's got it.
Looks like Neville's got it.
The Tigers have it?
Yep.
The Tigers do. I didn't see who came off it was on the bottom of the pile. Let's see if we can't see on the Creed and Creed replay here.
I think it was 0.
Watkins, if that's Watkins, he's already had a big game. Couple of sacks already.
That ball fumbled under center, squirted out to the numbers out there before it was recovered, looks like.
Yep.
No, it wasn't 0 that got on it. That was Max Carter.
Max Carter, yep.
From his safety position.
Tigers in business, 1st and 10 from the 20. So I guess technically they are in the J. Papa's red zone. Blackston is back out there. That's good to see. He makes a cut behind the line of scrimmage and pushes forward for a couple. We're going to have him down around the 17-yard line. Gain of 3 on first down. It's second down and 7 for the Tigers.
Yeah, that offensive lineman slow to get up. You always hate to see that. We're just now getting back to health, but
I think that might have been.
Looks like he's back on his feet.
That's Vincent, I believe, the center.
Yeah, Blackston, he had the hard run early in the first quarter for a touchdown.
Yeah.
And we never saw him again in the second quarter. And I believe he had a little ding on his ankle.
Yeah, they taped up that right ankle, it looks like. And he's back in there. Going to hand it to him again. He punches it into the right side of that Tiger offensive line for a couple. Maybe just 1. Third down and 6 now coming for the Tigers.
Yeah, it looks like, run the football right here. Let that clock run, second half.
Even though 2 scores.
Yeah, up 2 scores. Even though it's still early in the third quarter, you'd like to score a touchdown right here, after getting the short field on the turnover.
Yeah, definitely. And we need some more points to finish this thing out by far.
Parker with a play action rolling out, and he tries the near sideline looking for Sledge, but he was covered up nicely by number 7, Devin Major. Zalen had man-to-man coverage there on the top side, but the pressure forced Parker out to the right. And once again, we're kind of in that mid-range for the field goal attempt. The Tigers are going to go for it here. 4th down, a long 6. The ball is at the Ruston 17-yard line. Tried to get the Bearcats to jump off sides there. They stood firm. Blackston now moves to the left side. There's the snap. Parker looking to throw. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's got his safety valve, Blackston, and he stays on his feet, fights for yardage, and he's going to have the Tiger first down or be close to it. He had to get to the 10, and I think that's where they're going to spot it. If he gets to the 10, that's going to be a first down, and it is.
That is
Play the tater tot car. It's not a drive down. And it was, because he should have been tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's a heck of a
One
play.
tackle, 2 tackles, 3 tackles. And finally brought down right at the line he needed to gain. It's going to be.
Zeeland made a nice block there, too.
He did. A good job by Parker getting rid of that ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give your guy a chance.
Yep, give him a chance.
First and goal, Tigers from the 10. They're going to hand it to Roberson. He's got room on the right side.
That's about that little wrinkle.
Wait a second. Oh, that's Reed. Sorry.
Reed.
I didn't see that coming. So that's Reed down inside the 5 to the 4. Second down and goal.
There's an under center snap right there.
Yep.
And an inside zone run play from under. I haven't seen that one. Single back.
Hadn't seen that in about 20 years.
And there's Reed again in the. They hand it to him again, and he runs into some Bearcats. The Tiger offensive line trying to push him across the goal line, and they're going to blow it dead at the 1. Clock will continue to run.
So, as a coach, it's a situation you hand that ball off to a defensive player mostly, right?
Yeah.
Trust goes into the red zone. You hand that ball off.
You're squeezing your toes together.
I can promise you, Jay Reed has told Coach, Coach, I got you. I got this.
Once again, double tight. They hand it to Reed, and he's not going to get in. Second effort's going to get him maybe a little bit closer.
Coach,
he's down at the 1, maybe just inside of it.
Do you sneak it right here, or do you go and hand it and just do the naked bootleg right here, the old Peyton Manning, and sell out? Fourth down.
Jay Reed's coming out of the game.
Yeah.
They're going to put Blackston in there. Clock's running.
Yeah, his helmet came off.
Okay, so Blackston in. The Tigers see if they stay under center, and they do. Tigers trying to make a statement here. 4th and goal from the 1. Now a timeout taken by the Tigers. All right, timeout on the field. We'll take one too. 7:24 remaining in the Taco Bandito third quarter. Neville 23, Ruston 13. We'll be back in 30 seconds. When hunger hits, head to Sonic Drive-In on North 18th Street in Monroe. Whether it's burgers hot off the grill, crispy tots, or a classic cherry limeade, Sonic has the flavor you love. Fast, fresh, and made just the way you like it. And Sonic is proud to continue their support of Neville High School, standing behind our Tigers both on and off the field. So swing by Sonic on North 18th Street today, where great food and community spirit come together. Welcome back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. Marion State Bank sideline reporter Jason Ewing is down on the 1-yard line, and he says the nose of the football is right there. And the Tigers have already converted on 4th down in this drive after the turnover by Ruston. I believe that's Ruston's second turnover on the night.
That's correct.
So we're going with our heavies in there now.
You got the big bodies. Almost like they're going to push. Parker is going to be, they haven't made a signal. Is he going to be short or is he going to be in? Where's the football? The football's got to break the plane. Let's see.
They say touchdown. No.
No, they say no.
Oh, wow.
They say he's down at the goal line.
Yeah.
Ruston will take over.
I mean, at the 1-inch line.
At the 1-inch line. Parker thought he might have reached over. I don't know if we have that replay from the.
How they did not call that a touchdown. I mean,
Parker didn't reach out. He had the ball underneath him, but it looks like he had pushed him.
This is one of those.
Here we see on the where he's.
This is one of those procedure things from
Yeah.
an umpiring perspective
Yeah.
here. The line judges go in and make that call.
Right.
Yeah.
The umpire's standing right over it, but he cannot make that call until the line judges get there.
Right.
And there's a lot that can happen in that call, including pulling the ball carry it backwards.
Especially with no instant replay. Look at the Auburn game at Auburn, Georgia, you know.
What can happen in that power?
They split Hudson out one-on-one on KJ Jones to the far side. They're going to – the ball is tipped at the line of scrimmage or fall on it. The Tigers recover it. Is that a fumble?
Is it a fumble?
That's the thing we're looking at.
Did he get rid of it? I don't know if we've got it here on the Creed and Creed replay. Let's see. The Tigers. Touchdown Tigers. Let's see what happens here on the Creed and Creed replay. That ball was thrown backwards. It's a lateral.
Yeah.
And the Tigers falling. It was weird that nobody didn't know what to do, but Juju Burns picks it up. One more time on the Creed and Creed replay. You can see it if we can. The pressure from the front of you see that ball go backwards. I didn't see who got him in the backfield, but it fell behind him.
Yep.
And Juju Burns picks it up. Touchdown Tigers.
Yeah, we couldn't make out the penetration, but great penetration by our defensive front again. That's happened a lot tonight.
I don't know if that was Fobbs or one of those interior tackles that got in there. Here's the extra point attempt from Yerger. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 7:04 remaining in the third. Neville 30, Ruston 13. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Neville Tiger football.
Hey, it's Misty Hodge with the Rivalry Group, coming live to you from Bill Ruple Stadium. In real estate, just like in football, you need a winning game plan.
And at the Rivalry Group, we call the plays that get you to the goal line. Buying, selling, or dreaming, let me help you score your home this season. Go Tigers!
A sandwich with soup. No, salad.
With Nuke's Pick 3, satisfy all your cravings. Sandwich salad soup, sandwich soup mac, sandwich, sandwich, sandwich. Such possibilities from $12.99. Nuke's, extra with every bite.
Tiger crowd here on the 100th meeting between Neville and Ruston. Got a lot to cheer about to this point, as the defensive touchdown gives the Tigers a 30-13 lead. Here's Sorrell to kick it off. It's going to go out of bounds. Ruston's going to get it on the 35. But, you know, we were kind of trying to figure out if the Tigers had got in on that fourth down play, and it backed the Bearcats inside the 1 yard line. And there you go. And that's what can happen.
It has a way of working itself out. At pickleball, you say ball don't lie. When you get a bad call on you, a questionable call, the next point normally goes your way. And right there, that's what happened. We got lucky.
Are you referring football to pickleball?
No, just that scenario.
Was that a dink that he threw back?
Hey, Robert, who was in the kitchen?
Hey, our big defensive tackle
was as they hand it to the deep back. That's Powell, I believe, on the carry. Jacoby Collins in there on the stop. Gain of 2, second down and 8 now for Ruston.
I tell you, our defensive front has just been playing lights out tonight. They're playing with great effort.
Yes.
And they're getting off the football.
Yep. It's a difference tonight. They played well all year, but I don't know if it was the fall break or Coach Collins just got them going. But they're playing at another level so far.
They're ready to play tonight.
Yeah.
Hardwell from the gun. Going to hand it off again. And that's Powell, who breaks a couple of tackles and gets it across the 45 out to the 48-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Bearcats, who have committed to running the football here, at least in their first couple of attempts outside of the pass in the end zone. And that's going to be a procedure call, as I think the right guard, that's Logan Ashley.
I thought it interesting coming out of halftime. Ruston obviously lined up too tight in the eye, and they just felt like they could run it down the field, score, gets back to their kind of game, and of course that hadn't happened. And so great for the Tigers. This is not Ruston's bread and butter, I would say.
No, trailing like this with the clock ticking, it does make it difficult. This defense got to make a stand right here with 5 minutes, 54 seconds to go.
And give it to Powell again. He doesn't have much, maybe a yard, that's it, to the 44-yard line. It'll be second down and 14 now for Ruston.
Yeah, and while we have a minute, I know Mr. Paul Eason's watching this big Ruston game. I just want to let him know we're still thinking about him.
Yes, most definitely are. Second down and 14 for the Bearcats. Hardwell looking to throw. He's got a man out in the flat. That's Malcolm. He's going to be forced out of bounds by a couple of Tigers. He crosses the 50 to the 49. It's going to bring up a third down and 7 for Ruston as they just sneak it over into Neville territory.
All right, so where's Ahmad Hudson? It's 3rd and 7. You got to know where he is. You're in midfield. You got to expect him to probably go for it, being down 30 to 13 on 4th down.
They bring him in at tight. You see if they split him out wide. Juju's kind of shadowing him.
Play action.
And they got him from the backside. Who is it, Robert? That's
9.
Malik Grayson with the sack. Great play call from Neville defensive coordinator Reagan Wise. Brought the pressure on Hartwell, and a good job of jamming Hudson at the line, slowing that play down.
Yeah, and Malik has had a heck of a game tonight. You can see it on the replay. He's the defensive end to our side, and he just runs around the tackle.
Great job using his hands.
That's it.
And, he is so quick off the ball.
He has improved each week.
Yeah, he's fast.
Puts the ball back to the Ruston side of the 50 at the 42. 4th down and 16. They're going to punt it away. Here's Ramos. Jones backing away from it, and another Ruston bounce. It's going to be downed at the 10-yard line, and the Tigers will take over there. Nick, we talked about this with Jones. You know, this is a young man who had success early in the year. He had a punt return for a touchdown, but he did have the one little muff there in
we like his confidence back to field these punts.
Exactly.
That's amazing. I mean, really, we've had probably 70 yards of rolls tonight after the punts hit the ground.
Yeah.
So that's something Coach will work on and hopefully build his confidence back. Because he's certainly very capable.
He's very capable of doing that. Handoff this time is to Roberson. He's going to lose a couple. Not much going on that left side. As I'm telling you, I've been watching Grant Vinson there at center. You know, he missed the first few games, and I'll tell you, he's been doing his job tonight. Yeah. He's all over the field, making some nice blocks for the Tigers.
Well, best thing, I didn't know we was playing with a center in there. We hadn't had any bad snaps. That's the only time you recognize the center. He's been doing a great job tonight.
2nd and 12. Parker is going to call his own number, and he's going to get stood up.
I don't know if that was
close to the line of scrimmage. He might have got a yard, and that's it. 3rd down and 11 coming up.
Yeah, that play didn't look clean right
clean,
there.
Did it? No, I didn't know if it was a bust. I don't think that was a read.
No.
It's almost like he might have had Bird got caught up with the end in the pressure that it might have been
trying to slip out a little screen or something.
That's a good way to put it, Robert. It just wasn't clean.
No.
3rd and 11. Clock running. Tigers leading 30-13 here with close to 3 minutes remaining here in the Taco Bandito 3rd quarter.
Got to be smart right here with the ball.
Yes.
Play action. There's Parker. He's got Bird complete across the middle. That'll be a sonic drive-in 1st down out to the 27-yard line, and that was a good throw from Parker.
Yeah, I mean, that's about as smart as you can be with the ball right there. Stuck it on a over route right there to the receiver, and the receiver did a great job catching that ball in traffic.
Parker back to throw again. He's getting pressure. Slips out of the first defender, but he can't get out of it, and he's going to fall forward but lose about 3 on that play. 2nd down and 13 upcoming.
Yeah, it looked like we tried to go quick right there and take a shot, and Ruston did a good job of covering in the secondary, and Rush finally got to Parker there.
There's Bird on the far sideline. He's split out wide there. Zaylen Young at the halfback. He's going to try to block a little bit as Roberson was looking for some running room, can't find any. He might have gotten a yard, and that's it. Third down, and 12 coming up for the Tigers.
All right, here we are again, third and long. We did get the ball out of our end zone.
That's right.
See what we can get dialed up here on third and long.
Back to the last third down, that dig route over the middle of the field. Great throw. A lot of high school teams won't throw that ball down the middle of the field.
Yeah, a lot of things
have a lot of trust in your quarterback and receivers.
There's a snap. Parker again under pressure. He's going to throw that football away, and good job by Parker. The closest receiver to it was Young, and the Tigers are going to have to punt. And there is a Bearcat player down at around the 20 or the 19-yard line, as officials will blow it dead for an injury timeout.
Dr. Sermon has some help tonight.
He does. They've had a lot of the VCOM kids running around. I say kids, I mean they're all in medical school, but the VCOM students rather.
Yeah, Dr. Sermon does a great job for our team.
He does.
It's so good to have him on our sideline.
So
it looks like they got him up.
Yeah, they got him up. Let's see if I can't find that. Can't get the number for that young man. 92. 92. So that's Keegan Goldsmith.
Player. Yep. He's a good player. He's quick off the line.
Yep. Good defensive lineman.
Yeah, they're not real big this year up front.
No, but they're quick.
Yeah, they are quick and explosive.
Here's Sorrell. Snap from Shelby is back there, and Sorrell with the low driver, and that's going to take a bounce and be returned.
Great job.
Great job.
A short distance as the return man, I think that was 15, Davis DeMoss. It took it around the 30, and he was tackled at the 33.
Great job by Davis Shelby right there also. Stewart being in great position right there, getting down the field after the snap. Good coverage.
Yep. And to flip the field like that with the lead like this, with 1:11 to go in the third quarter, that's a win for the team. Getting the ball out of the end zone and flipping the field. Let's go play defense.
Ruston breaks out of that initial formation, and they reset. Hartwell looks to his right. And he's going looking for Hudson, and that ball is caught. Hudson still on his feet. That was great coverage, and Hudson just took it away from KJ Jones and scampered down the sideline into Neville territory.
Looks like he's done. He did that last week against Washington. I saw some highlights there, and he's going to do that to a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a mismatch.
It's a mismatch.
On everybody in the state, it's a mismatch. I mean, I don't know anybody that can cover a 6'8" guy. Here's the handoff as Powell is broken free, and he's going to be into the end zone.
That's their bread and butter.
Hudson is shaken up on that play. It's off camera, but he's walking gingerly over to that sideline. Let's hope that young man is okay.
Yeah, it looked like we had a chance to tackle him right there. Reed went for the punch out instead of a wrap up right there, but good play on Russell's part.
Ramos for the point after. Got the Bearcat, baby Bearcat on the screen, and Ramos's extra point is good. 56 seconds remain in the Taco Bandito third quarter. Ruston's made it a 10-point game again. It's 30-20 in favor of the Tigers. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay with us.
At the Tarver Braddock Foundation, we're focusing on showing people that every act of kindness fuels a movement to touch lives in unexpected, meaningful ways. Your gift allows the Tarver Braddock Foundation to continue turning loss into love, one act at a time.
Thanks to our generous donors, we're able to honor Tarver Spirit by meeting needs wherever they appear through random acts of kindness. To learn more about our mission and consider giving, visit TarverBraddockFoundation.com.
Over the break, Marion State Bank sideline reporter Jason Ewing was kind of talking about those been the year of the wide receiver in 2-5A. You know, it's basically, there's a couple of good ones. We're seeing a couple of them here tonight as Ramos's kick will be taken around the 21, and that might be a face mask. No flag, as you saw him stop and his head turn. And normally he'll draw a flag, but was that Goins?
Yeah,
that was Goins that returned that back out to the 30. They're going to spot it at the 32, 33-yard line. Let's see here. It's 35. Yeah, he got it. That was 35, I believe, for Ruston, but no flag. Tigers will take over at the 33.
I can't believe our coaches didn't help with that call right there a little bit, right?
Yeah.
All right, Jarvis Blackston back in the backfield for the Tigers. Zaylen. This is the lone man here to the near side. He's got Cam Dean on him, 1-1. They're going to hand it to Blackston, and he runs off the right side, still pumping his feet, still on his feet, carries some Bearcats across the 45 to the 48-yard line. That'll be a Sonic drive-in first down.
Hey, you love to see that right there. He's strong, and he's only a sophomore.
Yeah.
So great run right there, and moving the chains and staying in bounds.
Yeah, that's something hard to coach. That's innate.
Yeah.
That will to finish a run like that. That's a great job.
Yeah. It'll be fun to watch him the next 2
2
years with Coach Herndon in the weight room.
Tigers look to the sideline again. They might not. Well, they're going to have to run a play. There's about a 2-second differential. They will. Hands it to Blackston again, and he fights forward across the 50 to the 45-yard line. Nice gain on first down, and that will be the last play of the Taco Bandito third quarter. We'll be back. Neville 30, Ruston 20. We'll be back in 1 minute. Stay with us.
Welcome to the Carpenter Health Network, where we can assist you with all your home health needs.
Promoting healthy and independent living at home with Stat Home Health.
Where advanced illness management is our specialty. Let us help you recover from injury, surgery, or illness with our team of dedicated medical professionals.
Well, we strive to make every day a good day at St. Joseph Hospice.
Let us make the Carpenter Health Network a part of your family by promoting healthy and independent living for your loved ones.
We are the network,
and we are all in.
Go Tigers!
For 20 years, I've treated the local community, as well as young to professional athletes, keeping them healthy and on the field. If you've ever thought about seeing a chiropractor, or had neck pain, low back pain, or headaches, call Shell Chiropractic. See if me and my team can help you.
Back to action and from the Family Solutions broadcast booth. Tigers have the football at the start of the fourth quarter here. Ball's placed at the Ruston 45. They go play action. They're looking for Sledge, who had a step on his man on the far sideline, but Parker can't connect. Falls incomplete, and it'll be 3rd down and 3 for the Tigers.
Hey, I like that matchup right there. We hit it earlier. He ran right by the corner. Ball just
he did. We just overthrew it just a touch.
Yeah,
need a little more touch on that one. It's good to have Sledge back with us on the field.
Yeah.
Been out for a few games.
Already had the big play, the 86-yard touchdown as they give it to Blackston, and he's going to power forward. He's going to have the first down as he gets it. He needed the 42, he got the 41, and that's a Sonic drive-in on North 18th Street, first down.
Yeah, I love his forward lean. You know, he finishes runs, and that was a big-time run there on 3rd down.
Yeah, he's getting some yak, yards after that first contact. He's good at it.
Tigers going to take their time. They got a 10-point lead. Still going to snap it here with about 15 seconds left. They do for the quick pitch this time to Blackston, and that was a collision. He ran right into number 90 for Ruston. That's Rakeem Potts, and that's you talked about that small defensive line. Rakeem's listed as 5'10", 224. But hey, that's like a fullback.
Yeah, they're building into you.
Yeah.
They can run, too. They're not real tall, but they can all run up front.
He got down the line there on the tall sweep.
Gain of 1, second down and 9 for the Tigers.
You know, Ruston's still sitting in that too high look. And
got to run the football.
Got to need to run the football, that 6-man box. They're trying to cheat one here into the box from the field and do. It leaves them vulnerable in the pass.
Parker is going to have to tuck it. He's going to be sacked back around the 43-yard line. Loss of 3 on the play, 3rd down and 12 upcoming, and Robert was wanting him to get rid of the football or something.
We just hate to take the loss of yardage right there. You know, it's just, first of all, you want to protect the ball. It's 3rd down. We still have the ball. Worst thing to do is throw it to them. You know, you live to play another down. You just hate to give up lost yardage. Sometimes you just got to eat it.
That's right.
Actually back to the 44, 3rd down and 13. There's the snap. Zeeland was getting held as Sledge streaking into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's a great comeback.
44 yards, the deep post. Sledge having the game of the year for the Tiger wide receiver.
Hey, credit the offensive line right there with some protection and a great throw by Parker on the deep post, man. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was awesome right there. And like you said, Parker, I was watching him the whole time. I didn't even watch the route. He had forever and no pressure. Offensive line did a great job.
And Sledge, the junior, hadn't seen him in a couple of weeks, and he showed up in a big way here tonight.
He has. That's great to see that. Building some confidence, too.
Yerger's kick is good. 9:56 remaining in this one. Tigers extend their lead. It's 37-20. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You don't want to miss it. Looking for a great meal right here in Monroe? Stop by Subway and Mama DeLuca's Pizza on the corner of Tower and Lammy Lane. Whether you're craving a fresh, made-to-order sub or a hot, cheesy pizza, they've got you covered. And while you're enjoying your favorite meal, know that Subway and Mama DeLuca's are proud to continue their support of Neville High School athletics. Great food, great people, and a great tradition of giving back. That's Subway and Mama DeLuca's Pizza, fueling our community and our Neville Tigers. As we return to the Family Solutions broadcast booth, just heard over the PA that Ouachita and West Monroe are in a battle. Ouachita just took the lead 25-24 as Sorrell's kick will be hauled in at around the 1-yard line. That's DeMoss trying to get to the edge on that far sideline, and he couldn't quite get there. He'll be out of bounds at the 25.
Ruston 25.
That's
and Ruston will take over.
Yeah, good answer by our Tiger offense right there. You know, momentum was kind of in limbo right there. Yeah, it was teetering. And, you know a Neville Ruston game, you don't be surprised if it comes down to the fourth quarter. So what a great score to get a little separation here.
Yeah, we went out and matched the score with the score.
Yeah, and go up right there, you know, that's 17 points up.
Yeah.
That's a good number to be up in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
All right, there is Hudson, who's back out there. We saw him kind of gingerly walk off the field, but he's back out on the turf for the Bearcats. Hartwell from the gun. He's looking to the right, and he's got Hudson. He's going to be he's still on his feet and finally brought down, as I believe that's Jay Reed's helmet who came off. A couple of Tigers had a chance to get him, but, you know, one thing that Ahmad Hudson did this year, he was probably 6'8", 205, 215 last year. He's 242 right now. It's a tough man to bring down.
Yeah,
First down for the Bearcats at their own 41-yard line. They toss it to Powell, and he's forward for about 7. Out to the 47-yard line, and it'll be second down and 3.
Yeah, got to keep playing up front. You know, first play they spotted up Hudson in the zone. He was wide open. Right there, they just ran the lead there.
Now from the shotgun, Hartwell going to swing it out to Powell. He's got it complete. He's going to cross the 50 and be brought down by Denham Nelson. Nice open field tackle inbounds at the Neville 46. They're going to stop the clock for the chains to move, and then they'll restart it. Under 9 minutes to play. Hartwell goes under center again. Ahmad Hudson wide to the left. This time Hartwell is looking for the throwback, and he's hit as he throws, looking for the deep post. That's Morgan, and it falls incomplete. Morgan was well covered by Reed Carter.
And good pressure again by Malik there on the rush, getting in the quarterback's face.
That'll stop the clock. Ruston can reset, trying to catch its breath, as does the Tiger defense. 2nd and 10 from the Tiger 46-yard line. Ruston and Hartwell. Hartwell looking to his left. He's throwing, and that ball is almost picked. It was overthrown, and Juju can't come up with it. It was too high for everybody.
Yeah,
3rd down and 10 coming up.
Yeah, he'd like to have that back.
Dad's over there wishing he was playing defensive back.
You know, Juju's had been close on a lot of
well, what do they say? That's why he's playing defensive back.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's 3rd down. Tiger fans coming alive again here at the Ruple.
And the other thing here, you know, mid-October, you should be played into football shape by now, ready to play for a quarter.
Right.
3rd down and 10. Hartwell from the gun. Looking, trying to loft it, and it's going to be caught. Stephen Hanlon has it. He's streaking down the right sideline, and he's going to be finally brought out of bounds at around the 21-yard line of Ruston.
Yeah, and great job by Stephen Hanlon. We may have gotten away with one right there. They were just trying to lob it up to Hudson, and we had guys all over it. You can see it on the replay. Thankfully, we didn't get a pass interference call. But a good job there by the defense coming up with a big interception.
Collins was shading him, and he just wouldn't let Hudson get up. You got the turnover sound going, and this Bill Ruple crowd, which has been a great crowd here tonight for this
been a good crowd.
100th meeting between these two.
Noise tonight too.
They are.
Yeah.
We've been
That's
working through the crowd as Blackston takes his handoff. He's broken it wide. He's still on his feet. He's going to be tackled from behind. The ball comes out into the end zone and is going to be covered up by the Bearcats, as that'll be a touchback. Man, that was a tough run, and I didn't see which Bearcat. We'll see if we can get it on the replay here, as I think that's 0. Or no, he hits it. It's the trailing guy, 27.
Yeah, got him from behind.
Yeah, and Blackston does such a good job of staying up that it creates some fumbles. We've seen it this year. Right there, you got the lead. You got 8:15 to go. Don't fight for the extra yard. Protect the ball and stay in the back.
And that sophomore eyes, when he broke outside, that's what he saw. He saw that end zone. And, you know, you love his effort, and you know, you can coach him through that.
That's right.
Well, and I think it was just a good play as the backside guy. I think it was 0 Brown who came up he was breaking that tackle in the hustle play by the Ruston linebacker.
I got to tell you,
punched it out.
I heard echoes of Coach Rankins right there. Hold that ball.
Hold on,
No fumble.
All right, Ruston's got it back. Hartwell from the gun, from the 20. They hand it to Powell. He's trying to weave his way through that Tiger defense. Doesn't have much room to run. He gets 3 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Man, you know, you have a chance right there to kind of really put the game
away.
Yeah, and unfortunate that we give up a fumble there, but defense got to come out and get a stop right here. 7:52 and count.
They're going to hand it.
Ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground, and the Tigers are going to pounce on it. Maybe did Powell get back and got it?
They got back on it.
It was kind of a messed up play.
Yeah,
as it wasn't very clean. I'll take Robert. Robert wasn't clean.
No, it wasn't clean. We can't even tell what happened. Yeah. I think they were actually trying to run a reverse.
Yeah, I think you're right. And they just never got it. So a loss of about 8. Back to the 15. It'll be 3rd down and 15 for the Bearcats, who Robert have been seemingly behind the chains most of the night.
Yeah. 5 wide.
Empty backfield for Hartwell. That ball's out of bounds, and they're going to throw a flag, even though that ball was not catchable. Hudson was the intended receiver. We'll see it on the replay, but the contact's going to get that flag.
Yeah.
But
contact was there, and Hudson did a really good job of selling it. I mean,
he just went down. That wasn't much, but either way, Reed wasn't going to get beat. They needed 15. They got it with the interference, and that's going to move the change for the Bearcats. 1st and 10 from their own 30.
Yeah, you got to appreciate Reed competing right there. I mean, you could see it. He wasn't going to let him beat it.
Trying to the quick out, and they've got it complete to number 9. That's Malcolm, and he's going to be forced back by Denham Nelson. Nice open field tackle, but Malcolm was able to get 6 on the first down play. It'll be 2nd down and 4 now for the Bearcats. Clock's still running, 6:34 and counting.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Got to keep these guys in bounds. I believe Ruston still got 3 timeouts. 37 to 20. You got to lead.
Great job bracketing that tackle, keep him in bounds. Really good work.
Tried the middle screen to Powell, and they got it complete. He breaks a tackle, and now he's getting pushed forward. Juju's the last man to possibly get him, and he can't. And Powell will trot in the end zone. 63 yards for the score on the middle screen, and a couple of missed tackles there for the Tiger D.
We bragged too early on tackling there.
Yeah, I mean, you got
5 is a load there in the open space for our DBs, but we've got to find a way to get him on the ground.
Yeah, you got to compete. Know the situation right there. Just make the tackle. Got a football game now. 6 minutes to go.
37 to 26 with 6:08 remaining as we await the extra point. The snap is back. The kick is good. 37 to 27. Back to a 10-point game. The Tigers in the lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay with us.
Sleepy Hollow Furniture and the Falk family proudly support our Neville Tigers. Just like the wide variety of athletics and academics Neville excels in, Sleepy Hollow offers your premium mattresses and adjustable bases, every kind of home furniture, and just in time for your favorite season, quality in-stock patio furniture ready for the big game. Come shop your Neville Tiger family at Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
Hmm. 37 to 26 is our score as we return to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. You do the onside here at 6:08,
Well, I
Coach?
can tell you from experience that Coach Ball and his staff have a number of onside kicks in their repertoire.
It is one of them.
Coming.
That ball's going to bounce,
We
and
didn't
it's
get it.
still on the ground. and
Unbelievable.
I think Ruston's got it. They went to the numbers. Let's see who. Ruston has it.
That's
We have not recovered an onside kick, and this one was right into the hole.
Yeah, it was into a void there.
And they tried to come up and catch it. It bounced off. I didn't see who that was on the other side, but they're still talking about it. No, they're going to say Neville ball.
Neville's ball.
Let's see if
No.
No, wait, he turned around. Well, the referee made a mistake, and I was going. Tiger defense is back out there, 37 to 27. I think it's 37 to 27, right?
Yep. Oh, the score.
Yes. Yeah, they didn't put the extra point up there. Hartwell looking to throw. He's got a man down the sideline, and it's going to be incomplete. KJ Jones was competing.
Yes, definitely competing.
Did they miss that extra point, Jason?
I thought they made the extra point.
Yeah.
It was good, wasn't it? Andy said
It was good.
All right. They just hadn't put the point on the board down there. I just want to make sure it's right here. And we're going to jump off sides. Fobbs White moves a little bit early. And that's going to give the Bearcats 5 yards, put the ball at the 40-yard line of Neville.
Yeah, and it's a repeat. You know, we've talked about it all year. We got to finding ways to finish ball games, and we still got a chance. I mean, we
got to score twice here.
Yeah, but you know, we had the fumble going into the end zone to go up 3 scores, and you know, and then we don't get the onside kick.
Yep, you just got to keep playing until that last second's off. All there is to it.
Hartwell, empty backfield. They bring the blitz, and that ball is going to be out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, and Hartwell took a big shot as he released that.
Yeah, that was Malik Grayson had broke. No, that was Collins. Jacoby Collins had come on the blitz. Clock stopped with 5:53 to go in this one. Scoreboard says 26, but it's 37-27. I don't know how we fix that, and we got a timeout taken by the Tigers. We'll take one, too. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay with us.
At Origin Bank, we understand the importance of community. That's why we're committed to the Northeast Louisiana Food Bank, providing meals to 25,000 of our neighbors across 12 parishes. Through their efforts, they provide about 6 million meals a year to those facing hunger in our area. Visit foodbanknela.org to learn more, sign up to volunteer, or donate to support their mission. Thanks so much to the Nela Food Bank for your community efforts and for partnering with us at Origin Bank.
All right, we're back here on the Family Solutions, from the Family Solutions broadcast booth. Stewart Shelby, Robert Lane, Coach Mickey McCarty up in the booth. Marion State Bank sideline reporter Jason Ewing on the ground. And
hey, Neville Ruston, man, 100th time you play, what do you expect?
You got to expect it to be a
Yeah, exactly. I mean, some strange things. Here's 3rd and 5, empty backfield for Hartwell. Where's Hudson? He's at the top of your screen.
And we're man across. So it's one-on-one. Looks like we're going to go after it.
Tigers showing blitz.
This may be a thing where we're blitzing that empty formation, get that ball out quick. Of course, you're susceptible to screens when you do that. But
there it is, and it's caught. Hudson.
Good catch.
Yep.
Great catch across the middle as they keep this Ruston drive alive.
And Robert, you know as well as anybody, great job by Hartwell getting rid of that football right there.
I mean, that was
coming at you, smoked in your face.
Yeah, he did it.
You know you got big guy on the slant, just give him a chance. Got to credit him. Great play.
Hartwell calls his own number. He's got Hudson blocking for him on that far sideline. He's run out of bounds. I don't know if he got to the sticks or not. If so, he's going to be about a yard shy. Clock will stop with 5:28 to go.
Yeah, that's wrinkled. They haven't shown that much tonight running the quarterback, and he's a good runner.
Yep. Good little option right there.
2nd and 1 for the Bearcats. They've entered the J. Papa's red zone. Neville fans trying to come alive here. Hartwell looking to his left. He swings it out, and it's complete to the running back. Somebody's helmet comes off. I think that's one of the Tiger players. That's Reed again. He's going to have to come out.
Golly,
that'll be 1st and goal for the Bearcats inside the 10 at the 7.
His helmet comes off a lot.
It does.
I don't know if it's the hair or what, but it, I've noticed that over the last 2 years.
Hanlon replaces him in that Tiger secondary. Hartwell calls his own number, and he's going to be in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats. And Robert, they've made this one a ball game. Well, we thought we were close to putting this out of reach, and now they're potentially within 3.
Yeah, big kick coming right here. We blocked one earlier. Got to see if we can maybe try to get to this one. And then it's going to be the hands team.
Yeah. We got to come up. I don't know if will they onside it with 3 timeouts or they kick it deep.
Well,
we'll see.
Yeah.
They probably know what you spit out a while ago that we hadn't recovered an onside
Here's the
kick
snap. The kick from Ramos is good, and it's 37-34. Neville with a 3-point advantage. 5:07 remaining. Got ourselves a good one here. Stay with us. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Arklatex Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble, isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted, Arklatex Windows and Doors. A family business built for your family.
The Tiger hands team returns to the field. If they do another onside kick, we were discussing here on the break, we need to get somebody off. Just, yeah, there's a lot of confusion here. But we'll see if they break out and kick it deep with 5 minutes to go and 3 timeouts. And they will. They'll kick that little pooch to the, they got to come up and get it.
Oh, my gosh.
Ball's still bouncing around, and it's got to get it out of bounds. Just get it out of bounds. And I think it did. And the Tigers will take over from there. I mean, they found a hole, kind of knowing what the coverage was going to be. And another crazy kickoff event here as this ball was bouncing all over the place. And they finally force it out of bounds, thankfully. Still don't think we cover it.
No,
we just got it out of bounds. All right. Hey, but here's the deal. The Tigers need a drive here. 5:05 remaining. They've got it at the 17-yard line. Tigers, and there's a high snap. Parker's going to have to dive into the middle. It'll be a loss on first down of about 3, second down and 13, and the Tigers got to keep that composure here. I mean, just kind of know they control their destiny here.
Yeah, you got to get some first downs and, at least let Ruston use their timeouts. It's a 4-minute offense. Got to protect the football and try to go score. It's only a 3-point game.
Second down and 13 for Neville. Ball is now at the 14-yard line of Neville. They're going to hand it. There's Roberson. Makes a cut at around the 17. He'll fall forward to close to the 20-yard line. Got the lost yardage back and gained about 3 more. Third down and a long 7 now for the Tigers. Clock running as it approaches the 4-minute mark.
He was real close to getting out of there with that one.
Really
good open field tackle on Ruston's part.
Both the Ruston fans have come to their feet on this third down play. There's the snap. Parker looking to throw. He got somebody, and the rush is going to get him. Back to the 15 as the Bearcats brought the blitz. And now a timeout is called. Is a timeout called?
Yeah, they called timeout.
Yeah, Ruston calls a timeout with 3:32 remaining. And they had some guys open, but Parker had no time to throw.
Yeah, I mean, you almost want to run the ball there and milk that clock down.
Yeah, they're going to call a timeout.
Either way.
That's right.
Well, now the Tigers are going to have to punt, and Ruston's going to should get decent field position here. And what just a few short minutes ago looked like a comfortable Tiger lead has all but been erased here as they are hanging on, just leading by 3.
Yeah, big kick right here, like to flip the field. We've seen the punter do a good job of getting the ball down the field, flipping the field.
If something kind of goes wrong here, I mean, you hate to give it but a safety doesn't give up the lead as Ruston had 2 extra men on the field. Now here comes another one. Tigers ready. There's the snap. The punt is away. Another low one that's going to take a bounce around the 46, and that's going to be covered up. They're just going to let it go until the referee blows it dead. Good job by Sorrell to get it across the 50 down to the 38-yard line, and that's where Ruston will have it. 2 timeouts, 3 minutes, 23 seconds to go, and they trail the Tigers by 3.
Yeah, and here's where your defensive line's got to show up. You know, you got to stop the run. Ruston's got 2 timeouts left, and you got to expect them to take some shots. So we got to come up with a sack or keep them in long yardage. And
yeah, this is where you like for your seniors to show up, right?
Yeah,
that's right. You know, your leadership on your team. Step
you got
up.
a couple of them out there. You're looking at 7 and 2, and Fobbs 99, and Kiki Harris number 1's a big one, and Hartwell has it out, complete to Hudson. He's out of bounds. Short gain out to the 41-yard line. Should be a gain of about 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Clock stops with 3:18 remaining. Now that's what Ruston did last time, kind of at the end of trying to extend it. They went for the quick strike to the boundary, and they got it complete. Hudson now lined up at tight end on the left side. Hartwell from the gun, Powell to his left. Hartwell's going to run it, and he will be tackled inbounds. Clock stays running at the 44-yard line. Or they're going to say the 43s. They move it back. 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Bearcats.
Yeah,
clock stopped. No, it's still going. It's still running.
Back to that empty set right here. See if we're going to bring them again.
Tigers showing blitz. Will they back out of it?
Russell's bringing the back for protection.
Collins, now he's back. Here they come.
Bringing them.
They've got the jump ball complete. There's nothing you can do with Hudson. He's inbounds across the 50 to the 48. That will move the chains. The clock will stop momentarily. 2:32 remaining in this one.
Really good block by the running back right there. He stood in there.
He held up, Hartwell calls his own number again into the interior. Across the 45 to the 44-yard line. A gain of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, so Russ is going to like that run into their boundary over there.
That's right.
The quarterback factor's big right here in the run game.
Now we got a man down. I think one of the Tigers is down.
Yeah, it's got a cramp.
And I got a cramp.
I watched the kicker warm up for Ruston, and he was making field goals from 30, 35 yards out. So they've got a decent kicker.
Yeah.
Well, as the clock stops, I don't see who is that. Is that 1? No, there's C. Kiki. Is that 0 on the far sideline? No, there's 0. I don't know who that is.
I don't see.
I don't see
Malik
a number.
standing here.
Yeah, it's probably
Malik, maybe.
He's been all over the place. I thought I saw. Well, either way, it looks just like a cramp. They're about to get him up. It is Malik. Yeah, and that's one that you'd want out there right now, and he looks to be fine.
Yeah, I think
just a
he'll
cramp.
bounce
So when he returns to the sideline, Braden Jackson will replace Malik. 2:15. The clock should start as when Malik gets to the sideline. Ruston's ready to snap it. Hartwell from the gun. Looking to Hudson. He goes to the give and go, and the double move, not quite there as Reed was there to help out KJ. That'll be incomplete, and it's 3rd down for the Bearcats.
Yeah, big play right here. Got to expect them to look Hudson's way. I mean, this is third medium. Look, just get to the sticks and post up. But
you got to bring somebody off. They're trying to get KJ off. No, they're moving guys around. Hudson, they're on the left side. They're trying to screen. They've got it complete to Powell. He's going to be close to the first down. I think he's got it as the Bearcats trying to go quick. They'll move the chains. Clock will stop momentarily as Denham Nelson comes in. I think KJ Jones was shaken up on that one of those last couple of plays. Ball's at the Neville 36-yard line. Hartwell has it. He's going to call his own number, tries to get that left side, and he's going to be tackled in bounds at the 31-yard line. Ruston's probably going to take a timeout. They haven't taken one yet.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised they didn't, but they will after this next run if they run it.
Second down and a long 4. Hartwell trying to follow his blockers. He's going to be a yard shy of the line to gain for a first down. It's going to bring up third down for the Bearcats, and they keep the clock moving. No timeout yet. Malik Grayson back in the game for the Tigers.
You know, Hudson being the threat he is, it keeps Reed back in the secondary more. He's late in run support.
There's Powell. He'll have the first down. He's inside the 25 to the 22-yard line, and now Ruston will take a timeout with 41 seconds remaining. Well, no, they don't. They're moved. They've set the chains 35 and running.
They're going to take a shot with Hudson in the end zone.
They got to. The jump ball, and it's going to be incomplete. Early jump from Hudson. That's going to stop the clock at 26 seconds.
Yeah, I think they're saving their timeout to run a field goal unit out there.
They might do another one of these here. You got to watch maybe for a decoy as the Tigers are doubling on Ahmad Hudson.
Yeah, you still got to pay attention to one, too.
Yeah. Second and 10 as Zaylen Young is inching down towards defensive coordinator Reagan Wise.
Got to get a sack. Somebody's got to step up.
Got to make a play.
Three down linemen for the Tigers. They drop everybody back. Hartwell looking across the middle, and it's complete. There's one, Josiah Morgan. And that's going to give the Ruston Bearcats the lead with 21 seconds remaining in this football game.
And I just don't know. I'm speechless. I don't know what you say. Just a great job by Ruston.
Yeah, they never gave up, and lack of execution by the Tigers on some critical plays.
Yep.
Here's the extra point to go 4 points up. Ramos, the kick is up. The kick is good. 21 seconds remain. Ruston 41, Neville 37. We'll be back in 30 seconds for the finish. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Christian Creed with Creed & Creed. Whether it's on the field or in the courtroom, you deserve a team that won't back down. So if you've been injured in an accident, make the right call to your local legal team at Creed & Creed and let us help you win today. Let's go Tigers, and remember, home field advantage matters. Call Creed & Creed today. Proudly serving our great community for over 30 years. We are your local injury attorneys.
Well, as we return to the Family Solutions broadcast booth, 15 minutes ago, Neville's up 37-20, and Ruston has come storming back. 21 unanswered here in the fourth quarter, and they lead 41-37. The Tigers squandered some opportunities deep in Ruston territory. We couldn't get a onside kick. And there's still 21 ticks on the clock as Ramos pops this one up. It's going to be taken by Caston, and he will be down at about the 38-yard line. Tigers with all their timeouts, but only 16 seconds remaining. I think they only have two timeouts left. But either way, they don't have enough time, I don't believe, to take all three. They got to get a touchdown here.
Touchdown. That's the biggest obstacle in front of us right now. And of course, Russ is going to lay back, play soft right here, try to prevent the big play.
They will have Roberson in the backfield. They're going to stack receivers to the far side. Ruston rushing three, and they're going to sack Parker as one lineman, nobody blocked him. One move inside, and the Tigers will take their timeout with 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, that's just it's disappointing there. You can't protect against a three-man front, but at the same, Russ has got their ears pinned back. They know you got to throw the football. So, that rush came off wide outside the tight end.
Yeah, and this one hurts. You come out and play so well, and there's still 12 seconds left on the clock here, but.
Anything can happen.
Crazier things have happened, but
to
be in this position.
Yeah, I'm trying to retrace what happened and how.
Well, in a game, you're right. In a game like this, and things 21 unanswered like that late in the game, it does. You scratch your head and say, what just happened?
Yeah.
And at the end of it, you look back and say, they made the plays.
That's right.
And we didn't. We just didn't close the door and had opportunity to. And you got to credit Ruston. They stepped up, made some plays, took advantage of some breaks, and they made the plays.
All right,
got to play it out.
Maybe two plays left. Robinson looking to throw. They speed rush again. Robinson's got to throw it, and it's going to be out of bounds. They were looking for Roberson, maybe on the wheel. And 6 ticks remain, and this most likely will be the final play of this game. Do they have a pitchy woo-woo type of play?
You do practice one. I'm sure they have one in the book. Be a good time for it.
Yep. A Ruston team. Jared Ball's first win as a head coach came against the Tigers on this field a few years ago. And he might win the 100th meeting if the Tigers can't come up with something, and the ball is fumbled, and that's going to be it. Ruston's going to win the football game. 41-37 is your final. And a flabbergasted Neville crowd will head to the exits here of Bill Ruple Stadium, and the Tigers will fall to 1-1 in District 2-5A. We'll await a post-game interview with Coach Collins, as Jason Ewing should stay right there by that hash mark right there and let everything go. And Andy Martin's compiling the stats, but Robert, another one that you can say the Tigers let get away from them. This one is very spookily, eerily similar to the St. Thomas More game.
It's the MO so far. And I hate it for the kids. I hate it for the coaches, because they did a heck of a job preparing this Neville team against a very good Ruston team. We had obviously every opportunity in the world to win this game, and didn't put it away. Again, this is one, like you said, Coach McGarty, you're going to wake up scratching your head, still not knowing what happened.
All right, let's go down to Jason. He's got Coach.
Coach got to kind of feel like he gave this one away. It was just rough inning.
Give it away. We just wrapped it up with a big bow and hand delivered it to him.
Offense, defense played so well in the first half. Played well going through the second half until the fourth quarter. Kind of fell apart there. But all in all, great effort from the boys.
Well, the thing about it is they got a good football team. They kept fighting, and, we just made too many mental mistakes and too many errors in the fourth quarter. I mean, gave up. It's 37-20 going into the fourth quarter, and we got a chance to go up 44-20, and we fumbled the ball, and then they turn around and get 3 scores on us in the fourth quarter. So, we didn't play good enough to win, and we didn't coach good enough to win. So we got to do a better job.
All right.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Coach, for taking the time after what is definitely a tough loss This is one that
it's tough.
It's
a
tough
I've been
one.
in this situation as a coach to where you've lost a couple games, you felt like you let get away from you, and it really tests your mettle as a team, as a staff, as a team, and all the outside noise that starts creeping in. So these guys will have a tough few days in front of them, and you got to regroup because guess what? Don't get much easier next week.
I know.
Nobody's going to bring out the crying towels for Neville High School.
Yeah, on the road to Ouachita. A team that was losing. I think West Monroe got a couple of pick sixes there late to extend that lead. It's 39-25 the last I saw. But either way, it doesn't get any easier as the Tigers will be on the road next week. Just to wrap things up, NetTech Managed IT Services stats for the game. Ruston finished with 396 total yards. They had 74 on the ground, 322 through the air. Hartwell 19 for 34 with 3 touchdowns and the 1 pick. Powell led the rushers for Ruston, 13 carries for 52 yards and a touchdown. Morgan, 4 catches, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns. Hudson had 7 catches for $1.25. Powell had 4 catches for 83 and that lone touchdown as well. Parker Robinson finished 11 for 23 for 320 yards with a touchdown and the 1 pick. Tigers had 451 total yards, 131 on the ground. Roberson, 24 carries, 93 yards, and a touchdown. Blackston came in with 10 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown. Sledge leads all receivers with 2 catches for 130 yards and the 2 touchdowns. But, a stat that Andy pointed out, Ruston was 0 for 9 on third downs prior to their last 3 drives where they were 4 of 4.
Yeah, that's a big stat. It's a huge stat. The other thing to say about this, this football team at Neville is still just that close away from being. They're a good football team.
Yeah.
And again, just had trouble closing out a few games, but don't lose sight that they're right there.
Yep.
And I can tell you this: as time goes, we got to win a few more games here to, nail down a sure playoff spot. But don't count these Tigers out, man. They're going to bounce back. Coach Collins has coached many years. He's been through this before as a coach, and you just got to keep those kids in that locker room rallied above everything else.
Yeah.
And you got to rely on your leadership of your football team, particularly in your seniors. And it's a chore. It's not easy. But the best salve for this is to come out next week. The good thing is you get to play again in 7 days, and you need to finish the ball game the way you're capable of doing so.
Well, we will be there for Neville versus Ouachita, live from the Lions Den next Friday night. Don't forget, we'll be at Melvin's this Wednesday to talk about this one with Coach Collins. So if you can join us there, we start every Wednesday at 6:30. Tough one tonight. Tigers fall to 4-3 on the year, 1-1 in District 2-5A, a 41-37 loss to the Ruston Bearcats in the 100th meeting between these two schools. I had Jernay and Rice. We had Cannon up top. Vaughn on the sideline, Sean Hollister with us, Michelle, King Dawson, as well as everybody that's been helping us out to this point. Jason Ewing on the sideline, Andy Martin on the stats, and for Mickey McCarty, thank you for being with us here in the second half. And Robert Lane, I'm Stewart Shelby saying good night from Bill Ruple Stadium. We'll be back on the air Wednesday with Tiger Talk. We hope to see you there.